Honey. We hung out one night and now
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Can I sing now?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael, Shawn, the Takeover Legends are in the damn building, and understand it is Friday. Clap it up, a mother.
All right. Somebody's in a good mood.
Yeah, you must be about to get something. Well, something Friday. That's the happy dance.
I wish I could. I wish right now I was in. No, there's nothing going down. I'm just happy that it's Friday. I'm happy that everybody's here. Good morning. Let's see who we're gonna pick. Who we're gonna do the big thing? Jay Black. Good morning. You good?
Good morning. Good morning, Action. Good morning, Kathy. I see the comments coming in.
Good morning, Kathy.
Morning. I'm good. I'm good. I had a good night's sleep. I'm good.
Jay Black is back in the house because he wasn't cheap, and he's back in his comfortable home with his lovely wife who holds him down, and he no longer has to be in the trap house that he decided to be in.
Yeah, he getting a double side of bacon this morning. Double side of bacon.
Double side of bacon. I don't even want to know what went on. I don't even want to know what went on in that bedroom. I don't even want to know. Okay.
You know what went on? Me wearing the mask because she paranoid. That's what went on. But I digress.
I mean, in her defense, I would make you wear a mask too, coming from Texas.
Yes, you ain't think about that, right?
I mean, he saw them pictures. She saw them pictures.
Of the
hotel. No, that wasn't a hotel. That wasn't a motel. That was a hotel.
Hey, Mo, you fell off my IG live. Hold on.
David. Good morning, Dave.
We got to get you back on the IG live because I got to make sure that your sarcasm. Yeah. I hear the echo and everything. Get back on there. Shout to everybody. Buy a badge on my. Oh yeah, there we go. So your wife wanted you to wear a mask when you came back from
paranoid. Just paranoid. Yeah, she's paranoid. So to avoid problems, I said, I'm just wear the stupid mask.
Yo, you wore a mask to bed?
Yeah. Actually, she didn't even sleep in my room. She didn't sleep in your room. Yeah. Well, I guess our room.
Your room?
It was my room last night.
Whoa. Wait. Stop. Everybody slow down. Y'all didn't sleep.
Oh, shoot.
In the same bed?
It's like I got the plague.
No, Jay. No.
I'm dead serious. She didn't.
Does she think the COVID that you may have had disappears if you sleep 2 days later?
I don't even think it was.
Keep talking, because that's my thought. I go along with it. I with the problems.
She want to make sure you ain't got no. She want to make sure ain't nothing going on.
No. Let's keep this 100 right now.
No, can you smell? Can you taste? What? Yes.
Say you're lying. No. Lady Q, call us, please. Now, don't just get on. Put the comments on, lady, because we got fired. Put the comments on.
Good morning, team Queenborn. I see you, Queenborn. Good morning.
She saw that shaky hotel.
No.
Surprise action.
She saw that shaky hotel, and she said you could have brought back COVID. You could have brought back some other strand. She wasn't playing with you.
Well, Sexy Mo, you could have brought back the same stuff to your son.
So you know what?
You ain't got no mask on in your house.
Bites. Mo got bites. I said that's the karma bite she got.
I didn't stay in a hotel with gunshots in the window and prostitutes walking around.
Mo, you came to a comedy show where nobody had masks on. David Burns, me and my wife watching on the road to Jefferson City, Missouri. Nice. David Burns. David Burns.
And
let's go. Thank you, David. Anybody on the IG Live, download Media Room 360 TV, and we want you to download it. Shout out to everybody on there. Good morning.
Everybody's up this morning.
I like it.
They up.
Jay, are you doing this simply for the show, or are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Wow.
Dead serious. I had to wear a mask. She made me stay in the bedroom. I had to stay in our room. I wasn't allowed in the common area.
But does she think today You're clear.
Listen, I said, is there a timeline on, this comfort level?
You playing too much.
I swear to God, my suitcase and bags are still in the garage. They got to stay out there. I can't, dog. I just, yeah.
The suitcase
got to air out.
Got to air out.
Yeah, it's not. Is it for the roaches or for?
Hey, Ralphie, my favorite cousin.
If it's the roaches, they ain't gonna just stop and chill in the garage.
That's my cousin Ralphie. Shout out to Ralphie. Yes, thanks. Thank you. You appreciate it.
Hey, Ralphie.
No. Wait a second. Where'd you sleep last night?
I slept in our bed, but she did not. I had to have a mask on, and she wanted me. She came with humidifiers in the room. I guess
Did she Google something that a humidifier would actually stop the COVID virus? Like, does she know something we don't?
All I know is
I don't believe this, Lady Q.
I swear to you, she made me wear a mask, and to avoid problems, Mike. I live it. I like.
I mean, that's right. No, I agree with you. No, Jay. I agree.
It ain't worth the energy. You know what? I wear a mask. There you go. And I stay in the room.
So how long do you have to wear this said mask? How long do you have to wear this mask?
She could not give me that answer.
All right.
So it's safe to say
it's a day by day. I guess I'm day by day. I don't know. Like Kathy said, 14 days.
Okay,
I
wait.
don't know.
Okay, let's be clear. The only reason why this is happening, Jay, and I know I want to be on your side. The only reason why this is actually happening, and I haven't even said good morning to Mo or Shawn yet. The only reason why this is happening is because you're so intense about everything you do. So now she has learned by watching you. You're like, it has to be. We got to do it like this. And now your wife has literally become okay, ladies gonna get mad. She's your rib. And she now has got the same tendencies you got. She's like, well, since you got back, this is what we gonna do.
She pulled a
But wait a second. You still got allowed to lay in the bed? She didn't sleep in the bedroom?
No, she did not sleep in the bedroom.
Why
so you ain't getting none last night?
No.
I tried to leave to go to another room, and she said no.
Wait. You slept in the bedroom?
I slept in the bedroom, yes.
No, your ass should not have slept in the bedroom. She should sleep in the bedroom and send you out.
She want me to stay in one room. I'm
okay,
not
the room is not going to be the bedroom.
But that was the one she picked. That was her way of.
And where did she sleep again?
She slept on the couch, believe it or not. She didn't
Hell no! Come on, Lady Q, you
little. But that makes sense though, because the couch, if they have company, everybody's sitting there. It's easier to clean the bedroom. It's easier to disinfect the bedroom.
I don't give a damn. I'm not sleeping on the couch.
You sleep on the couch now.
No, I sleep on the couch because I'm the only one in the one bedroom. No, I'm the only one in the one bedroom apartment. I'm the only one here by myself, so I sleep on the couch because I like watching TV till I go to sleep. But okay. Don't get the Richard Sherman out in me. Ain't nobody sleeping on the couch in my house.
Ain't nobody going to sleep tonight.
Don't get the Richard Sherman. Billy J. Edwards, what's good? Jay Black got the doghouse scenario in reverse. I don't know, like. I would have sent him right to the couch, cleaned everything off. Hey, here go my cousin Ralphie. Okay, who is Lady Q? All right, Ralphie, that is Jay Black's wife. And don't say one crazy comment.
That's the queen of the castle.
That's what Ralph does. Yeah, he does do that.
And I love my cousin Ralph. Stephanie, laugh out loud. David, that's a good one. Okay, what did David say? He said something. Jay Black is tight. As a fat man is a G-string. So you wrote that all night? You wrote the all night?
He was waiting. He took that joke.
But my thing is like,
Jay Black, saying like I'm tight like right now. He's saying that I'm upset. The reality
but why
is
would he be?
Not.
But why would you be upset if you got to sleep in your bed?
I mean,
you got to sleep in your bed.
I did sleep alone. But yeah.
No, I know that hurt you. I know that. I know that. I know that hurt. I know that hurt. But my thing is, like, I know you wanted to go downstairs and go to the couch and everything like that. But my thing is, like,
I tried though. I did. I tried to go to the couch. She said no, because this is the common area. We don't want you infecting this whole area.
Oh, you lying?
I swear to God.
No, you lying.
I swear to God. Us Bible, as the Kardashians would say, Bible. No, legit. I tried. I took the little blanket and I said, I'm just gonna sleep out here. Everybody said, no, we want you to stay confined. You came in the bedroom, you just stay in the bedroom. Every time my son come in the room, I'm quickly putting my mask back on. I said, you're not allowed to be in here, boy. I had to try to tell you, but talk to master. That's what I wanted to say. Ooh, you coming in up in this room? Let me get this mask ready, boy. Don't come up in here.
Can't make you double up. You didn't have to double up.
No. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Mark.
Hey, Kathy. Put Kathy back on.
Good
Put
morning,
Kathy. Jay Black, your wife is completely right to. I know, Kathy. I already know what you're gonna favor. Jay Black, your wife is completely right to do requests. This complies to protect the family.
So is she starting your bacon up under the door? Like, is it like? How's this working?
No, this is all new territory for me. I never been told as a grown man to stay in my room. Like I don't know. Because it feel like I'm on punishment. Like,
let me tell you why this is real. Why this is real, David. That's not how COVID works. I know COVID doesn't work like that. Like I know. Everybody's vaccinated in Jay Black's house. We know, Dave. We know this is not rational.
Halfway.
Let me tell you,
had the first shot. Everybody had the first shot, but
now
my son.
All right, so real talk, real quick, and then we'll move on to
all over the house.
Ralph, you on social silence. It ain't even been 5 minutes. No eye movements, no charades, no hand movements, nothing.
All right, this is why. Oh my God. All right, this is what really happened in the house.
Oh, okay.
Jay Black left and went out.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish Lady Q is amazing. Like his wife is amazing. We have like she's amazing. But you got punished because you got to play. You got to run out. You got to get on a plane and you got to play. It ain't got nothing to do with COVID. You got to play. There was pictures with us chilling at the club. Like,
I ain't even posted anything yet.
Oh, but she saw my post. She saw Mo's post.
Yeah. I think she saw mine.
Yeah. She was like, this B word, N word.
You was
I guess we can say it on Media Room 360. This bitch ass N word. We was like,
She saw you socially raw dogging and she said, no.
So
you
how
ain't
was
coming
Texas?
back home right now.
Were they wearing masks out there? They wear it at the comedy show. Everywhere you went, did you see people wearing masks? I said, no, nobody had masks. I think I said,
come on,
two people with masks. Like, no, there's no COVID in Texas. I was about to tell her that.
Ain't no goddamn COVID in Texas. Ain't no COVID in Texas. You goddamn cowards over there wearing masks. On your East Coast, you wearing masks. You shoot each other, but you scared of COVID. You ain't scared of a bullet, but you scared of COVID. Y'all better stop. But listen. That's why I really do like being in Texas. I really do. I ain't gonna lie. So, Jay, you had the whole situation. You slept in the bed by yourself, which
Shorty do up.
She must be off her new job today.
Yeah,
she gotta be off the new job. Yeah,
what's up, Shorty do up?
I think her son's birthday was yesterday. Her
nephew,
maybe. Her nephew.
Yeah, son.
What is
nice, strong name, Barack. Happy birthday, Barack.
Whoa. How do y'all know this, Shawnee? How do y'all know this?
We on Instagram. She put it on Instagram.
His name is Barack.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell do you know that, Mo? How do you know this?
Because you have to pay attention to your faithful listeners.
No, how do you really know this?
Yes,
for real. She
because Mo can straight face lie to you. Like, how do you really know this?
She posted it.
She posted a picture and a baby and everything. Well, he's not a baby. He's a little boy.
Well, happy birthday. All right. Good morning, family. All right. Good morning, Mo. How you doing? You good?
I am good.
So what were you doing when we sent you the link and you were like, what were you doing actually?
I was checking my emails, checking to see if I had any, looking at my stock.
I mean, you told us that. We told us. I wanted to see if I can find some other stuff.
I'm just looking at the stocks right now because,
were you dressed?
The exchange. Yes, absolutely, fully.
Okay. I know what Shawnee Scott was doing.
Normally,
first of all, you were not fully.
Normally, I'm only dressed from the belly up. Normally, I'll sit here in my underwear.
Oh. All right, never mind.
Here come Billy.
Ain't
man.
nobody sick.
Billy gonna come with a compliment.
Ain't nobody sick. I'm just saying.
Never mind. I'm not gonna stop. All right, listen, y'all. All right, but from the belly. So you don't put pants on?
Not normally when I'm sitting here. No.
See, she's starting.
It would. I mean, actually, like you're kind of selfish because that could probably bring the ratings up. Like we could get sexy movies. Like actually,
camera malfunction.
You never notice that I ease out of the chair. You never notice that I like ease out. If I have to leave on your Black and Mild break, I ease out of the chair like that.
Don't do that.
Because if I got up, like that was.
Hey, yo, on my IG Live, if you want to see a full shot of Mo, sexy Mo, buy a badge. If you want to see, I see Sing Sing on it. If you want to see, yeah.
It takes more than a badge buy.
No, but
you better have like 2 blue check marks.
Shawnee had on a sundress at the comedy show.
Shawnee looked like Malibu Barbie at the comedy show. Her hair was flowing. She had on this.
That's why I sent her ass home. I sent her ass home in the middle of the comedy show. I said, "Go home." She was like, "Why?" I said, "Because you're not gonna be here trying to get some."
The hair was swaying.
It was
the top of her butt. It was just swaying. She had highlights. It was just.
I like that.
She was trying to get some unresponsible D. She was trying to get some unresponsible D. Like unresponsible. Like if she happened to get pregnant, she'd be like, yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I'm on my own.
Yeah, but Mo was hotter.
You know.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that yesterday. Goodness gracious. God,
yeah, and J Black has some firm opinions on it. That's why you sleeping by yourself tonight.
No, if I was dating you, Mo, in real life, I would literally have 2 guns on me and a Uzi under the seat. But before we get into the show, I want to go to Shawnee, and good morning, Shawnee. And I want to say your daughters, when it comes to the track situation, are mother amazing. Amazing. And the fact that we're all living through your daughters doing their thing. Yes. Your daughter is 12.
Mm-hmm. The oldest is 12.
And she's running with 14-year-olds.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And she caught second, which is not going to last long because, the beauty is that she's running against older girls. And your daughter put up the most amazing post. For those who don't know about track, and I'm not a track advocate. No, I am an advocate, but I'm not I don't know. Yeah. She was like, the reason why I got second is because the wind was against me. Now I know that. I know that because Michael Johnson, who else? Carl Lewis, and all them guys have actually said my numbers have gone down because the wind.
I love it.
The fact that your daughter knew to bring up the wind, and damn it, man, it's about to go down. Now, I've never understood this on track. I've never understood if the wind is blowing this way, right? And the wind is blowing this way. Why not? Because the track is always the same for certain races, the same way. Why don't we just flip it and run the opposite way so these runners get an aid from the wind?
Because whoever put the track meet on probably didn't think of that. And she's right, because when I was sitting there last night when we were there, I was looking at her numbers, and that was actually her slowest time yesterday.
At the comedy show that we were at, she noticed that. Yeah, she noticed
like,
that.
This is her slowest time. So yeah, she right.
Because Mama Shawnee Scott ain't nothing but Joe Jackson the track. Because we were.
Get up. It's time for y'all to get up. Y'all got practice. Let's go. I was like, get him, Shawnee.
No, me and Shawnee were at a comedy show last night. And she was like, come to the comedy show. Pics from show ready.
Oh, he has Ready Monday. Okay, Mark.
Ready Monday. We're at a comedy show last night, and Shawnee's there, and we got a little meeting going on and everything like that. And then she starts talking to me like that. And then I realized that she's scanning the stats for her girls. and she's sitting there. Mind you, we in a smoke-filled room. There are comedians getting on stage. It reminded me back when I was back in that. I almost wanted to get on, but okay, let me stay focused. So I was sitting there, and she was like, mind you, there's weed, there's liquor, there's everything going around, and she's looking at stats, and she's looking at me like, do you know if she would have ran her regular race, she would have been, and she shows me.
Listen.
And she was right.
Mm-hmm.
And she was right. It's just that we in a spot where I know that Shorty that's how I am with my son. Basketball practice every day.
Every day. She be there on it.
Yeah, she's gonna go down and see her trainer today to get some treatment that they do to her. And because Saturday she does the finals. So
big shout out to her.
But yeah,
wow.
she's so happy. Yeah, she's stunned on her Instagram page.
That's
I
major.
was
No. Her Instagram post that Shawnee Scott's her daughter put up a post that was so amazing, that was so well put, so well, like the caption was
Yes.
Oh my God.
And Shawnee be in the background. I watched you.
Am I not following Carly?
The whole pep talk. You be like, y'all better stunt on these hoes. Y'all better be. I said, go. It's definitely an inspirational way that you encourage them and the way that you pour into them.
Yeah. I need to go.
All right, stop all that. Let's get back into the Shawnee's like, y'all other bitches can't mess with my daughters. Like, we gonna stop this whole inspirational thing. Like, y'all know what it is.
They don't want this carry smoke.
You don't want this smoke.
Y'all want nothing. Y'all want nothing. Let me tell you.
But I needed Ralphie yesterday at the thing because only Carly competed. Today we got to go back for Tamron to compete. But Tamron went to the concession stand to get her some stuff. And she came back upset, and I was like, what's wrong? She said, well, the men at the concession stand said they were going to take all my money, and they charged me more money than what the sign said. So I said, nah, come over here. We going up here.
So,
And when I get up there, the man was like, your daughter got 2 bags of Doritos. I said, but that's not what she ordered. She just ordered the Frito pie. Why are you charging her more? And he was like, I'll give you the $1 back. No, it ain't about 4 quarters. It's about 4 grown ass men up here taking advantage of my 11-year-old. She 11. Even if you go to Subway and you ask for something different, they say it's an upcharge.
Right.
Do you still want it? You don't do these kids like that. This man went back and forth with me. And so I ended up calling him a molester and a pervert because you taking advantage of my daughter.
He turned into a whole pedophile.
He did over $1. Over $1. And I told you,
okay.
One was young, and I said, listen, I will shut this whole track. This track me will end because what I will do is go from 0 to life without parole behind my child in these 4 quarters.
I know that's right.
I don't want the 4 quarters back. But don't do that. Don't do that to these kids. And I like if I could have grabbed him and just beat his head in the thing, I would have.
Just
don't got bail money today. It's Friday.
Come here, senior citizen. Let me show you.
I don't want you to have to sit for 72 hours. Just.
But you don't do no kid like that. You don't do no kid like that. Now at the end of the track meet, he came and found me and apologized because he was like, I realized what you were saying. Yeah. And there's 4 men up here. Y'all talking about y'all gonna take my daughter's money.
What they learned a lesson that day.
And here goes the problem. You are absolutely right. Thank God my cousin wasn't there because
I was there.
Who can I call to come up?
No, because you would all be in jail, and we have to have a reset. Like, understand, like things can escalate like fast. Like
quick.
When it comes to your kids, it can.
I understand that, Mo. I get it, but we have to.
Because that changed my whole mood. I was pissed. It was hot out there. We sitting in the grass. I started getting mad at stuff that happened 20 years ago.
But if something happened,
I was pissed because I couldn't do nothing. You know, when somebody do something to your child and you can't really do nothing, it's like, man, oh, wait.
Did you get the money back? I didn't hear that part.
I didn't want the money back.
It was the principality.
It was the principle of it, and that's what I said. You don't do that. This is a little girl,
right?
So how many other kids y'all doing like this?
So exactly what did they do? Exactly what did they do?
So they upcharge. So they have at the concession stand, you know.
So what's the price and what's the upcharge?
It was $4. She wanted a Frito pie, but she saw they had Doritos. And she asked them, well, can I get Doritos? And they said, yeah. But they never said, okay, your price is going to change. And they put 2 bags of Doritos in instead of just 1. So that was their way of justifying to me why they marked it up. I don't have no problem with you marking it up, but you communicate that with her and you don't say those words to her and have her walk back over to me.
And what were the words? What were the words?
That is instead of what was on the sign, the $4, they charged her more. And she didn't ask why. She didn't question why, but she got this other man over here. We gonna take all your money. We gonna take all your money.
Who said that?
How about I punch you in your face?
No,
One of the men in the concession stand.
Okay. Now you have the right to call people, and then so when's the next track meet?
Today. Today and tomorrow.
You gonna have Uncle Mike come up there,
and they will, and they'll be at the track meet. They'll be there.
Yeah, they'll be in the concession stand.
Yeah, they were flirting, Mike. That's weird because we're gonna take all your money. They was probably like saying it in that perverted way.
Yeah,
that's the vision that I had. We're gonna take.
And
all
I'm
your
like,
money.
you know, and the kids go to the concession stand, so it's not like it's odd for them to go there. But if you have the prices listed, that's what you charge them. And I'm like, how many other kids if y'all taking dollars from?
Right, no, that's horrible. Is it far from Arlington? Like, is it far?
It's it's Military Parkway over in Pleasant Grove.
So is that like more than 30 minutes?
Mike got to cut off.
It might be 35.
trying to gauge.
It might be 35 minutes. 35.
All right, tell my babies that's one to grow on. That's one to grow on.
Like you gotta learn the lesson and move on from it.
Sometimes I had to talk to her too. I said, no, when somebody do that, you leave that up there. Cause I said, girl, these Doritos almost went over that counter on their head.
Right.
Somebody almost went to jail for Doritos. Like, wait, I understand.
Did we eat both bags of Doritos? Did we end up eating them? Like,
we threw that away. She didn't eat it.
You threw it away. Wait a second. You threw it away.
You're about to make Jay Black have a heart attack because you know he don't like wasting money.
Wait a minute. You can't.
She didn't even like it. She didn't even like it. And it was her. I mean, I had gave her some money. It was her money. And I said, nah, when they do that, you leave that shit there and come get me.
Oh, man.
Don't ever let that happen again.
Mark,
all right. I didn't know our segment of saying good morning would do this much time. Like, this is amazing. Like, this is great.
Any topics yet to talk
like, no, this is amazing. Shout out to everybody on my IG Live. Media Room 360 TV. Laugh a lot, Mike cracking me up right now. Listen, I'm just listening right now. Dorito ice cream.
We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
Kathy's comment. So they need to list hot dogs $2, chili dogs $3 for the extra meat. Pause. Right, Shawnee. All right. But we all know once those people around the event, they're scamming. I'm with Shawnee. It's the principle. F that. Yeah. Okay, but if Shawnee if she was in jail right now with Richard Sherman, we couldn't do the damn show. We couldn't do the show.
72-hour hold.
I'd have been mad as hell. I can't get out
and tell y'all how to do it from the jail.
Listen.
So
I was in Dallas. I would have been at Lou Steard. I would have been able to call.
No, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't have been able to call.
So Richard Sherman is actually locked up right now. They still got him, but
Richard's in there. He got let out on Okay.
No bail. He didn't have a bail.
Okay.
No bail.
All right. Explain. Let me just say. Wait.
They said he's a pillar of the community.
Ladies.
Oh, we sorry.
Sorry.
Listen. Y'all vaginas. God. This is where the irritation comes. And this is why women have every reason to be mad. You go from not having bail to getting let out on your own recognizance.
Close enough.
And you're sitting there and you're like, dog, so you don't have to pay a bail because they're saying you're a upstanding citizen in the community. Dog, we saw the video.
Maybe they didn't at that point.
They saw that.
No, they had the video.
That was the ring door video.
Everybody saw that video in the neighborhood.
Wait a
I
second.
don't know. I didn't see it yet.
Let me tell you the most unthreatening person in the history of the world. Me. Me. I'm the most unthreatening person ever. And they was like, you have to pay this amount of money. Like, I think I researched it. I think he's worth like $40 million. You ain't got to pay anything to get out.
He's upstanding. He gave to the community. He's a well-known.
My dude, I've never been, other than I've never been in trouble. I've never tried to bang down somebody's goddamn door. Because my shoulder would have hurt.
When you say bang down, a little hard knock, that's probably what he did.
No,
sometimes you do a hard knock and people get all. Let me do boom, boom.
All right,
boom,
Jay,
boom.
we got the
That's
video,
not-
so
no.
everything you're saying is
it.
gonna sound crazy. Everything you're saying,
No.
everything you're saying is gonna sound crazy. It's gonna sound ridiculous because the dude was trying to ram it like he was he was practicing.
It looked like Sunday. Night football.
He was trying to backdoor kick it, like you put your back door and you try to kick that. That's trying to kick a door and
Nah,
you turn
it
your
looked
back.
like he was.
No, he did work. Okay, y'all, one at a time. One at a time.
We sorry. We sorry.
Act like y'all at a reunion at a barbecue. Jesus, it has to be one at a time.
We sorry.
Damn, with JJ's good.
Jesus.
They say rock the video.
No, we're not gonna rock the video right now unless she has it.
You
ain't gotta raise your hand. We just y'all get into it. No,
That's how JJ's do.
because ain't nothing worse than black people playing spades. Y'all don't wait for your turn. And Mo got 6,000 words she wants to say. Like any opinion that she has, ooh, and we got to sit there and wait till she's like, oh, you done? No, just want to add these other dictionary words. Got some other words I want to say.
Shout out to my good Cheney education.
Girl, let me tell you about your Cheney education. You lucky. Behind the scenes, I'm going to talk to you about that. Let me tell you about Cheney. So my whole point is, like, what the hell? Like, he doesn't have to pay 1 penny to get out of jail. Like, you got to kiss my ass on that one. Like, you really got to stop on that one. Like, you was banging somebody's door trying to get in, and you ain't got to pay 1 red cent.
Nope.
Like, you got to be kidding me. The average person who did what he did, Richard Sherman, the average person would still be locked his ass up.
You see, Kathy looking for her bail money from back in 1984. She said,
Kathy, clap it up for that. Clap it up for that. Let me tell you about Richard Sherman. I don't give up about Richard Sherman right now. You know what you got away with? You got away with something nobody on this panel, male or female, would have got away with from trying to bang down a door. Like, you better, like, real. I don't give a damn how long your dreads are. Nobody gives a damn about what you did. You might be a Hall of Famer. Hold up. Tap, 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 tap. This is what you was doing. Let me in. Ray. You was talking to your wife's father. You were talking to your wife's father. You want to smoke with your wife's father.
Well, can we put it in perspective? Because I didn't see the clip yet, but I did see the news story, and it said that Richard Sherman, the guy Ray, had sprayed. He had a gun, and he also sprayed Richard Sherman with pepper spray, and that's what
should have. And he should have, because you crashed the car. You crashed the car in the divider, and then you walked to the house and started banging on the door at 1:00 in the morning. Bitch, you should have caught a bullet.
Wait a minute, though. But how did he spray him with pepper spray? Did he start banging on the door after he sprayed him with pepper spray and showed him the gun?
That's what the news story said.
Jay read that off of he read it off of He read it off a hoe got something to say.com.
Yeah,
Hoes got something to
I
say
don't think
that
A
that
hoe
came.
got something to say.com.
Yeah, because I do not believe that came across any type of significant news
Yeah, because
source.
if the door was already open and he sprayed him with pepper spray,
It was Fox News.
well, I
read it.
guess when you spray him with pepper spray, maybe he ran out or something, or he.
Richard Sherman.
The force that he was using with his body. The only time I've seen stuff like that is with, when you're working with people who have mental health issues and they are stronger than an ox. And just the force that he was using with the door, I was scared. I thought the door was going to fall down. It was the
And you
front
should be
door.
scared, but the only people not using that force are people with mental problems. No. It's called N-words who are mad.
He looked like he was on PCP.
He looked like he was on something.
No, it's
Yeah.
called. You know what he was?
Yeah.
You know what he was on? He's an NFL current player. He's an NFL current player. Like, dog, like you're really gonna tell me he's not gonna pay 1 red cent to get out?
Maybe he donating to the police department.
I mean, the judge did use those words. He said this is his first arrest. He's a pillar of the
It was
community.
my first arrest, and I had to pay $1,500.
Are you a pillar of the community?
Me too.
No, I'm amazing. I'm a pillar.
He was a pillar of the community here.
Yes, and I still had to pay $1,500 to get out.
Yeah,
That's
he
Play
was.
that
Yeah.
clip.
Mike was.
Play the clip. Play the clip.
You got the clip, Shawnee?
Yeah, I got the clip.
All right, play the clip.
Come through, bitch. Come through. Come through. Come through. Come through. Come through, right? Come through. Come through. Come through. Come through. Come through. Come through, right? Come through. Come through. Come through. I don't give a fuck about what you saying. You move the door. That shit cute from behind the door. Come through. That shit real cute. Come through, Ray. Come through. Come through.
He did the little
Number
Michael-
one.
What was that twist at the end?
the Michael
Number-
Jackson move.
Before
that?
all the giggles and laughs go in.
Sorry.
Before all the
I'm
giggles and
sorry.
laugh. Before all the giggles and laugh. If I would have had a gun, I would shot through the door. Number
Oh.
one, there are kids in the house. There are kids in the house. Your kids are in the house, and you want smoke with their grandfather. So stop.
He said it's cute from behind the door.
Because
Come
if you
through.
get in the house, what would you have done?
right,
Get the out of here.
Shooting through the door though, Mike.
Dog, you're breaking. If a stranger was trying to do that at your door
right.
at 1 o'clock in the morning, you would have shot through the door. Like,
Well,
y'all really
no
better
doubt.
stop. Y'all really better, like, understand that America has been disrespectful and is the most racist country in the world. But black people, listen, you can't be banging on somebody's door like that and then get mad when somebody shoots some fire through that door when we got kids in here and you talking about Ray, come get it. It's the grandfather.
Yes.
Hey, shut your ass up, dog. You wouldn't have done that if that was Ray Lewis's house. You wouldn't have done that if that was Mike Tyson's house. You wouldn't have done that if that was LeBron James's house. You did it because it was Ray, your wife's father. That's why you did it, you punk ass. That's why you did it, because you knew the threat behind that door wasn't what you knew you could defeat that threat. You're a bitch. That's why your drunk ass got ill and was like, I'm banging on the door. I promise you, if that was Suge Knight's door, you wouldn't have done it.
But he wouldn't have been at Suge Knight's door. Let's put it in real context.
If Suge Knight was his wife's father, he wouldn't have done it.
I hate y'all. He kind of out of there. He
was drunk. We all
had in his
right mind.
Yeah, he wasn't in his right mind at all.
No, he was in his right mind to walk away. I know drunk.
That's your specialty.
I know drunk. He was in his right mind to walk away. He was not walking up on that goddamn door if it was anybody that he was scared of. I hate y'all bitch ass dudes who y'all go to the door and y'all get in the door and y'all banging because it's her father who's like 65 or 70. You a bitch. You wouldn't have done that to anybody on your defensive team. Anybody on your team on the line, on the defensive line, who weighs 280, 300 pounds, you would not have been sitting there. Who is that?
Oh, that's the father?
That's Ray.
That's Ray.
You went to Ray. Ray, you went to Ray.
Don't let them glasses fool you. Ray could be a thug.
Ray looks like he a smack a bitch.
Y'all
like
stupid.
Ray look like he got some hands.
Don't put
Ray
that.
don't look like no punk.
Ray don't look like
And
no
you know what
punk.
Ray did? Ray had his daughter call the cops because he had kids inside, and he knew if this dude gets inside, guess what's gonna happen?
Somebody gonna get hurt.
Somebody gonna get hurt.
And stop when he was drunk, because when you're drunk, I've done a lot of crazy things drunk, but I have not banged on Jay Black's door when the firearms in the house. Like, y'all really gonna stop with this?
Kathy said you can't. What Kathy said, you can't shoot through the door because they didn't cross your threshold.
He was trying to go through if somebody is breaking in your window as a burglar, if somebody is breaking in your window,
can't just blindly shoot, Mike.
Hey, yes, you can. If they're trying to get it.
Not in Texas, you can't. If you shoot them, then you better drag them in the house before the cops get there.
Say, look, this where he was at.
He was right here.
I'm not gonna get into technicality. So I would have opened the door and shot him.
You can't do that.
So guess what?
Hey,
come on in, Rich.
Come on in.
Come on in, Rich. Good night. God bless. Everybody get them RIP t-shirts. No, I just don't like the. But, and I hate bullies, and he bullied them. He bullied them because there was nobody physically in that house who he was worried about. He's a bully, a drunk, and whatever he's going through. That's why you did it.
I need more info.
She said that he has suicidal ideation, right?
I don't give a damn.
He's wanting to commit suicide.
I done said suicidal. Okay, then that is the problem that your ass has. But you're not gonna bang on the door when the kids are in the goddamn house.
I did hear people screaming. I heard females screaming.
You gotta be kidding me, Richard Sherman. Don't nobody feel bad for your ass. I feel bad that you're getting off easy now because I'm telling you what you're gonna do is you're gonna do it again. That's what you're gonna do, Rich, because you got no sweat now. You got misdemeanors. You're gonna go in there. They're gonna let your articulate ass out, and you're gonna do it again.
So, Mike, we never had drunk moments where we tried to break down the door, and
I had to suffer the consequences. I had to suffer the consequences, and there was no get out of jail free. Get out of jail free.
Did they put up? Well, I guess we don't know yet. Maybe they're gonna put some kind of rehabilitation plan for him, make him go through anger management and all of that.
Definitely he needs to seek some type of mental health.
Shout out to Tony Roberts.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Tony Roberts, the comedian, who says you need your ass beat. For the stuff I did, I need my ass beat. I need to get punched in the face for the stuff I did. Since Mr. Football Player, you're so gangster when you out there in training camp, you need to get punched in your goddamn face.
Yeah, he did for doing that to the daddy. I agree with that.
We don't know what.
It don't matter what happened.
What at a time?
Oh, we sorry. It really don't matter what happened. He still shouldn't have behaved like that. Like, we have to control ourselves.
Dog,
you can't just do that.
Well, some people are saying that it looks like the precursor or the beginning of CTE from him playing football and being hit. I mean, like, people are putting their own twist to it. You know, of course, a lot of medical professionals are starting to weigh in on this.
Yeah, that's what they say when them white boys start going crazy.
When they
No,
start
that's
going
what they
crazy
say
like
when the
that.
black guys start going crazy and killing themselves because they've been killing themselves for years and shooting themselves in the heart because they wanted their brain to go to the scientists so they can see what goes on in football. My thing is like let's keep it right here. You banged on the door because you knew it was nothing but your girl, your wife's father, and kids in the house. You not crazy, dog. You not crazy because I'm telling you, if you knew who was behind that door, you wouldn't be banging on it.
Does it change things if Ray was the aggressor and agitated and instigated, and now he wanted to smoke, and then when the smoke coming to him, now he wanted to bitch
the
up?
guy crashed
I don't
the
know. It
car.
could be.
The guy
I don't know all the
crashed the
facts.
car. Let's keep this one thing. He crashed a car in a divider. Then he hid the car. Then he ran to their house.
He must have been trying to get there.
Ray is just somebody's father.
Something happened. Something
Like
said maybe he wanted his family to come home and they wouldn't, and that's probably what.
Yeah, because that was the
started
other
all
thing.
that.
People
I'm
were trying to
gonna
figure that out.
kill myself. No,
Yeah, you just don't go
I
right to
seen-
Ray come through. Ray, come on. Like he was so aggressive with it. Something happened where Ray did something.
Ray was
to do.
probably protecting his daughter. Like, nah, she ain't coming. Go get
Right.
you some help.
Right.
I
We
need a
ain't
black-
sending her over there.
Before we get dropped off of Media Room 360 TV, I need
I just want all the facts. That's all.
No, it's not all the facts because what you're saying is so outrageous, and sometimes you don't need to do the devil's advocate. You don't need to do like dog.
You don't
It's
find it strange?
No, it's a father. I find it strange. I don't find it strange that the dude is getting drunk and has a problem, and his teammates came to him and went to his house to talk to him.
They tried to do an intervention.
And they tried to do it, and your drunk ass goes here and disrupts. Your wife left to go live with her father because of yo ass. Yo ass. That's why she left. And let me get it 100. Women ain't always right. They're not. But sometimes, men, we are assholes and we want everything. We want to be able to make the money, be able to say whatever we want to say, do whatever we want to do, and then go to, you know how I would never, and Stacey's dad is not alive, rest in peace, Mr. McCann. I would never go to that man's house and bang on the door and wild out like that. Like, Rich, you're really out of pocket. Like, if you're not in a rehab after this, if you're really not going to a rehab after this,
at minimum, they got to send him to rehab.
Dog, and at minimum, you got to fight
At
somebody.
minimum.
Somebody got to beat your ass. Like, dog, like, that is disrespect. Like, dog, the kids are in the house.
It seemed like he didn't. I mean, like he had tunnel vision. He
I
only
don't-
wanted one thing.
Yeah, he was just trying to get to
him.
that.
Yeah.
Mo, and Shawnee,
Yeah.
and please don't take this disrespectfully. Please don't take Hispanic and black women will have every goddamn excuse for a dude knocking on the door and being disrespectful. Oh, he had tunnel vision. Oh, he was
No,
upset.
that's not an excuse. I'm saying
No.
it seemed like he didn't even think or care about the kids, is what I'm saying.
Dog, and yes, and you're gonna be held accountable from here on out because them kids ain't gonna forget, Rich. I promise you, them kids ain't gonna
yeah,
forget
that's true.
on your asshole. There are no excuses. You gonna have to deal with this. And you not a tough guy, Rich. You only a tough guy off the football field. On the football field, nobody's scared of your bitch ass. Nobody's scared of you on the football field. Nobody. But you picked on the people who couldn't defend themselves. They couldn't defend themselves. A dad, 65 or 70 years, he can't defend himself. You are like, dog, like, and I get it. We all got dark sides to us, but Rich, like, I can't ride with you with this. I cannot. Stephen A. Smith ain't gonna say this because he all caught up in ESPN. Or Skip Bayless ain't. Shannon Sharp might say it, but dog, you gotta be kidding me right now. You trying to break down a door to walk into what? Into your father-in-law's house. And if you got a problem, your teammates try to get you help for the problem. So this is on you. And it pisses me off that now You get out with no bail. I'm going to repeat, no bail. If any of us would have done that,
we'd be sitting
for a minute. And this is the same dude. I ain't gonna get into that. All right. The same dude speaking out like crazy. Black Lives Matter. This, that. And this is the example you put.
Yeah.
Well, he had a moment.
He had more than a moment. This was definitely more than a moment.
I mean, he definitely needs like somebody to talk to him like Mike is talking.
And he killed me. Like he killed me. He needs somebody.
Kill you. I mean, he. I'm pretty sure he know he throwed off. You know, he throwed to the left.
And somebody like I just wish one of these athletes that he respects that just come and grip him up. And sometimes you got to be gripped up. Sometimes the grip up has to happen.
Right.
Maybe the whole arrest scared him. I mean, it could have.
I hope.
But he still has to do a lot of repair. I mean, that's a lot of repair because it's this girl daddy and
right.
He got a daddy like that.
And Richard Sherman, I
don't get no more chances.
I have done stuff on your level like that is so embarrassing that I'm still trying to pay for right now with my family. Like I've been maybe not
that's
breaking
why
down,
he's so passionate about
breaking down a door or whatever. But what I've done is on that level, and you don't get no excuses, homie. You don't get no excuses.
So let me ask you something. When you were having your moment, do you remember what was going through your mind?
Rage.
I was gonna say anger.
Anger.
Not caring about nothing.
and not being responsible for your actions because your brain is spinning and you done been drinking and you done been whatever, and all of a sudden you have no rational. And my thing is, I get that. He wasn't being all right from a distance. I don't know him. He wasn't being who he normally is at 2:00 in the afternoon.
Right.
But what he was being was he was in his situation where he let everything get to him. He's drinking. He's Richard Sherman. Okay, on a lowercase, I'm Michael Shawn. I got the radio job. I'm doing whatever. I'm drinking, and now I want to wild out, and all the stuff I want to say, I think it's okay to say no matter what. And I'm gonna start wilding out and start causing havoc. Oh, you better get
because you were trying to get your way, or what?
No, it was because I was trying to not just get my way, but you can be mad about something or feel some type of way about something and then get enough liquor and drugs in your system where you think it's okay to express yourself and you believe that I'm right. So how dare you disagree with me?
That's why they call it the liquid courage. Because you get enough of it in you.
And not only that, you done bottled this stuff up, and then you're like, I've done this, I've done that, I've done this, I've sacrificed, and now it gives me the right to disrespect everybody. It never does.
I brought this house. I paid for all this.
Yes. And people, it never does. It never does justify your actions. Listen, people. If you're doing things because at some point you want credit, then don't do it.
Forget it.
Don't do it. I've learned that a long time ago. Don't do it. If you're doing stuff so that at the end of the day, on a Thursday at 5:00, everybody can acknowledge, hey, Mo, you are dealing with this and you are going and you are driving so-and-so amount of miles and then you got to go do this and then you got to work and you're a single black mom. Shawnee, I'm going to track meets and I'm doing this because I love my daughters and they are striving, but I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And Jay Black, I made this happen. This happened. I took this. I did that. If you're doing it so somebody can tap the mic, and I'm not talking about sexually, so somebody can tap the mic and be like, yo, we are so happy that you've done it. Don't do it.
Right.
Don't do it. Don't do it because
there's no accolades on the stage of life.
No, they ain't like, and the nominees for best mom and dad, the nominees for single mom, Shawnee Scott, Sexy Mo, and this chick named Teresa, and the winner goes to Don't nobody do that.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
Because that's the trigger for me when I get frustrated and I'm so mad I'm ready to tear somebody's neck off. It's like I'm doing this by myself. Y'all better leave me alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the NFL won't step in.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious to see what's gonna happen. Because aren't they? It's almost time for what is it called? Training camp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Yeah,
and this is what's crazy, Shawnee, and you're gonna laugh. This was crazy. He's a free agent, right? Now, mind you, he's
got no
like,
job.
Like his last leg, right?
no, he has no job. But let's
He
be,
ain't got no job.
no,
That's the problem.
but let's be clear. Let's be clear. Before this happened, he's a Hall of Famer. Like,
Yeah.
Cats want him on the team. You know the team that was looking into signing him?
Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas. Dallas.
Always.
I would have been at every game.
No, and
Jerry still take them. Jerry take crackheads.
oh, and you're right. And you're right.
Jerry
Like
still
Jerry
take
will
them.
Jerry
They'll
got
work that out. Yeah, he'll just tell them,
Jerry
look,
work
let
it
me
out.
tell you
Jerry-
something, boy. We're not gonna have them problems during the season.
I know that's
Do you
right.
understand? Okay, that's what he gonna say. Oh,
yeah, but then they
bring him
wind
on
up
to
having
Texas.
problems during the season. But yeah, you're right. Jerry would take him, but they like honestly, this might get him the signs. But yeah, Dallas was involved. There were 3 other teams that were trying to get him because he's still qualified. Like he's still good.
Mhm.
But all right. We got Dr. Smith later in the show.
No, he's
He
right
here.
now. Yeah,
He's here. He's been
waiting.
Oh my God, y'all.
I know you. I know you need a break. You need a quick breather.
Oh.
Yeah, Dr. Smith is like,
He's
hurry
been
up.
waiting.
He's doing
He's been
this
waiting.
in the box.
Bring him in. Bring him in.
Bring him up. Bring him
Ladies
up.
and gentlemen,
Bring him up.
Professor from Temple University, Mr. Dr. Smith. Let's go. Let's bring Dr. Smith in the building.
Hey. Oh, you owled out today.
Usually.
Got your hat, your shirt.
Hey,
I
Doc,
would,
I
I
want
would
to.
have advocated for the break, Mike. I work with you for a long time, so I know when Mike be wanting his breaks. I'd be like, let's take
You
that
saw the
break.
itch. You saw the itch.
In the back of my mind, I was like, give Mike that break. Let Mike take that break. I was like, okay.
You saw Twitch.
Doc, first
We
of
be on
all,
the balcony outside the kitchen, over there at the beat. Remember that?
Yes.
and we go get the. There was the
Hey,
same
take a break.
break.
Yeah, take a break.
What up, Tamara?
Oh, I want to say,
Hey,
Doc, you were missed. We missed you
What
on.
hell was John?
It was amazing.
Oh, the game night.
At the game, I wish you would have been there for the Magic, the Magician. I thought the Magician was going to bomb, and Jay Black was like, "Yo, we need to have him." And Jay Black was right. He was right.
That's a good idea.
He was amazing, but we had a great time. And I actually, I didn't make it happen, but I know that you don't eat any meat, so I was trying to figure out what it is that you would eat for the next. What is it like? What are the things? Like, give me one thing so I can tell Stacy next time we have an event that you're good with.
I eat a lot of salads.
Or salads.
Fruits, yeah.
So fruits and salads, you would have been
Everything
good.
but meat for the most part. Like I eat some pastas and things like that.
That's why you're so thin. That's why you're so skinny. Jesus,
But-
no.
But he been like that his entire life.
know,
like,
yeah, he's
and
always
and,
been
and
that,
he's Mr. I'll do 1,000 push-ups in 7 seconds. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I didn't believe it. Then I was like, oh, he did it. Okay. And he was like, well, what you gonna do? I said, nothing.
Go to the balcony. That's what everybody got. their break.
I'm going to the balcony.
Everybody got their break.
You go smooth.
You take a break. I jump on the floor. Mike jump to the balcony. We come right back. Kill it.
All right, Dr. Smith. I wish I could have one more person on IG Live, but what would you like to get into? Because we got 4 on the IG Live.
You can drop me off and bring
Okay.
him up.
All right. Whoa. Before you do that, Dr. Smith, you're on the laptop. Oh, he can't
he
get
don't
on.
have
He's
IG.
not on
I'm on
IG.
desktop,
He's on
we don't have
IG. Yeah,
so
he's not
there's
on
no
IG.
worries.
All right, so go ahead, rock with it. Tell us what we want to talk about today.
I know I have reached out to him about the with LA and the mask restrictions. Well, he don't know this, but I came back from Dallas, Doc, and my wife made me wear a mask and restricted to my bedroom. So I'm not allowed in common areas in the house. So she's so worried about this COVID. And now LA, they saying that's back. So I think effective this weekend, they got to wear masks indoors. Is the takeover happening again? Like, I guess you could talk to that.
Yeah, the takeover of people's minds. Because I received a couple phone calls, and I don't even leave my office. So when I got the second call about vaccines and COVID, I said, "Oh, they out here scaring these niggas again." And then I went straight to CNN. I saw 5 stories. I said, "Oh, they're at it again." And I said, "It's just hard." I know y'all were talking about toxic relationships and things like that. And I was like, I don't think people realize when they in it, you know? Like when she was saying, yo, Mike, what were you thinking at the time? Then it's like, yeah, step back, like, what was I thinking? What was I thinking, right? It's like somebody saying, why was you with him for so long if he was acting like that? And she's like, right? It's like when you in it, you don't even know that you being manipulated like that. Like people who watch CNN every day, I used to call it news, negative energy and wicked spirits. When you wake up and you go to that kind of source, you don't even know you're in the eye of a tornado. You woke up fine. 2 minutes later, you're like, I got to call half my family members and ostracize the rest and scare the others and then fight with the others who don't want to act exactly how I want to act. It's like, yo, what happened, dog? You just woke up. It's a sunny day. Why are you calling me? I'm in my office. I'm with no one. I'm in contact with absolutely no one. And I have people from my family miles away talking about something. I hope you got your mask and your 15 shots. And you sound like a slave. But these same people will not take a multivitamin to save their freaking life for the past 20 years. I ask how much water do they drink in a day? They start looking up. Water? We need water in the soda? What? Yeah, no, don't tell me about health. Don't call me about being safe when you don't care about your health. More African Americans die from heart disease than anything else. Greece kills more black people than guns. Don't even talk to me about gang violence or anything until you put down the freaking burgers. And I can't say that to them. So I got to say, yeah, I'm going to look into it and see what the ingredients is and see how much mercury and pig's blood is in it. And I'll get back to you. I know you just want to. And I was like, wow, let me look behind the curtain and see some of these stories that are not being talked about because of what they're putting in my face. And we talked last time about a dude who doesn't want somebody to go on his phone or a female. And you flip the script. You want to talk about everything else but the phone because you don't want her to unlock that phone. And I'm like, what is it about CNN that they want everybody to talk about masks? If they wanted you safe, they'd give you a living wage. If they wanted you safe, they'd allow you to expunge your record. If they wanted you safe, they wouldn't be allegedly in Haiti assassinating Democratic leaders again. Right? If they wanted us safe, they'd be making all the vaccines and all the healthcare available. We have universal healthcare because they want to keep us safe. You don't fight against universal healthcare, but then try to impose some Gestapo vaccine. Like, wait, do you want me healthy or not? If you want me healthy, just make universal healthcare, then I'll believe you. So I said, what's really going on? Then I was like, wow, there's a whole lot of talk about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. It is black. These same people don't even know Nina Turner's running. I thought we were supporting black women. I thought we were strolling to the polls. I thought we was progressive. I thought everybody was on the Kamala train because of black women. Nina Turner's a black woman. You don't hear her name in the news. But I'll tell you this. Clyburn just came out against Nina Turner. Old slave talking Clyburn, you know. Hillary Clinton came out against Nina Turner to advocate for a black woman who gave a strong support of Israel and is claiming community activists that aren't really supporting her as supporting her, right? So I know that the Congressional Black Caucus is traveling to Ohio to campaign against this black woman, Nina Turner, who supported Bernie Sanders. So while they busy, they got their top priority something else, but they keep giving you the fear.
Dr. Smith, can you explain for certain people who don't know who Nina is?
Nina Turner was a chairperson of Bernie Sanders' campaign. She was the one with the glasses and short hair to be like, hello, somebody. And yes. Nina Turner is running a special election. You know, the early voting has begun, but I think it's August 2nd is the final vote in Ohio, 11th district. And there was another black woman, of course, you know how they do it, Chantel Brown, who they put up against Nina Turner. Nina Turner was up by 50%. Chantel Brown was the closest competitor, and she was at 15%. So just like with Bernie Sanders with the presidency, they stepped in. Hillary Clinton came out. Usually when Democrats are running against each other, the rule of thumb is to stay out of the primaries.
Right.
They abandoned all that once the progressives started making progress. So now it's a new playbook. Now it's stop the progressives at all costs. Anybody who talks about universal health care and all that, stop them. Stop people in your own party. So Hillary Clinton comes out and makes a statement. Clyburn makes a statement. The Congressional Black Caucus is going to campaign. Nina Turner's lead went from like 50%, now it's to about 12%. They're literally putting their thumb on the scale and turning the table the same way they did to Bernie Sanders, working against this black woman diligently because she's working for the people. But all the people that was talking about Kamala Harris is black and it's so beautiful. Why are you not still with the black woman train? I thought it was black women. I thought it was like, what happened? But when you a puppet and you look at the puppet, you could argue with the puppet and never look up and be like, oh, well, that's somebody else's voice talking. That's somebody pulling strings.
Yep.
And right now, it's like this whole whirlwind of a mask. And I was like, what happened to Epstein and that lady that's supposed to be on trial, Ghislaine Maxwell, that supposedly was the bottom chick that was recruiting and going to the high schools and making the girls think they were safe because it was a woman who was bringing them to the house a lot of times. The girl said that she would be in the car like geeked up when school let out. Ghislaine Maxwell, the girl that was bringing the girls to Epstein, she'd be hyped. Like fishing, like people talk about fishers of men in the Bible. She'd be going out there getting them 13, 14. Oh, come give them a massage. She's on trial. She threatened to expose all these names. Clinton said, I was never on the island. And they show pictures of Clinton on the island. Clinton said, well, I didn't even know him. Then Bill Gates' wife was like, he was with Epstein about 13 times after the child trafficking conviction. Then recently they said the boy Ken Starr, who was all up Clinton's butt, back in the day with Monica Lewinsky, was one of the main people pushing for Jeffrey Epstein. Came in and stepped in, and they said people from Washington at the top was there. I said, wait a minute, so this dude commits suicide, right? And now Ghislaine Mack, why is that not a top story?
Because
Bill Cosby's gonna sue should be a top story. You see, that's not even in the media.
It's never going to be a top story, Dr. Smith, and I'm just give me like 10 seconds. It's never going to be a top story because I've said this for years upon years. The pedophile culture is so big, and they want your children, and they want to have sex with your children, and nobody believes it. And understand, Jeffrey Epstein is just it's just the icing. It's just the tip of the iceberg. And even when you watch even white people can't get other white people to understand it because that's how big it is. There's a whole documentary that you can watch where they will tell you how these two people brought these kids in, and it doesn't matter because in that area of the government and in Hollywood, they are recruiting kids all the time. This pedophile thing is bigger than what you would ever imagine. It's so big that it's normal.
And remember,
sorry, Dr. Smith, go ahead.
No, remember back in the days when they were like the milk carton thing and all the missing, and it got to the point where it's like, yo, where are these people at? Because it became like a city worth of people. You know what I mean? Like it would take a city to hide whether the bodies or the people, and like you said, Mike, it had to be some complicity at the top. It had to be. There's no way. Like at the end of the day, the lights go off. Like the street lights come on in the average neighborhood, and if you go out in your average neighborhood, nobody's outside. So where are these thousands of people? Like they're in people's houses. Apparently, they're somewhere, right? And then you always hear so and so had 15 people in his basement. Like no, there's no way that nobody knows, right? But this issue, even with the Cosby thing, people should be offended that the media doesn't give us both sides, regardless of what we feel about the Cosby issue. And I've said it so many times. There was a man who used to have thoughts. He used to throw after parties. And people knew this, but they still focused on the fact that, he was progressive. His name was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. You can do both. Like we need to bring Americans and human beings back to the level of nuance where we can do both. But the media is not promoting that type of nuanced mind that allows you to hold two thoughts at the same time. The media is like us, them, Black Lives Matter, blue lives. The media is forcing this Hegelian dialectic that's actually creating a certain type of brain where it's like either or, tug of war, musical chairs. I can't acknowledge or concede any points you make if you're not on my team, and I can't hold two thoughts at the same time. And under which case, I'm just going to say, Bill Cosby's guilty. And I was saying a long time ago as a black person, I get really nervous when people start going around people's constitutional rights. When people throw out the Constitution, the black men are the first people that should be like, no, let's keep due process. Because extrajudicial murder is the textbook definition of lynching, and a mob is 3 or more people. And when you hear about somebody just deciding in public opinion, the court of public opinion, to railroad somebody and say they're guilty, put it this way. I'm going to give you a great example. You know more about Mike Brown, Eric Garner, Mike Brown, cigarellos. You all heard that story. Eric Garner selling blue cigarettes. You all heard that story. Tell me one story about any of the Cosby accusers. Since there's so many, you don't know one damn thing these 60 people ever did in their life. Jaywalking, truancy, bad grade. So you dealing with manipulation now. I'm a grown-ass man. Don't play with me.
You can give me all the facts, and I can say this guilty. You don't have to play with me. You give more investigation and balance to murdered black teenagers than you do to accusers.
And Dr. Smith, real quick, and if you question any of the accusers,
you're terrible.
with Cosby, if you question them, you will lose friends and you will lose situations. If you question them and you don't question them in the right frame or you don't use the right words, if you question these people, this is what happens. These are facts.
No, the sister, the sister, not sister. But the woman Chloe Gaines, right? When Chloe Gaines was the famous one about the Playboy Mansion, she was like, I was 15 in the Playboy Mansion, 14, 13, whatever she said, right? And then they were like, he wasn't in town, right? Okay. I don't know what the rules should be, but I think you should get in at least 50% of the trouble for accusing someone falsely, knowingly of rape than you do of raping somebody. 50%. I'll say it's half because you're ruining my life. Now I'm in jail having to fight people off of me to not be raped. Anybody who's been being locked up ain't you don't play like that. You don't give nobody 10, 20 years and know you lying. So the fact that they never did a follow-up interview with her and was like, yo, you came on Dr. Phil. You can Google, you look on YouTube right now, Chloe Gaines. She's on Dr. Phil. She's on like, yo, you came on all these shows, ruining people's platform credibility, ready to ruin a man's life, ready to get. Why don't they bring them back? When black people get caught in a lie, they be like, oh, you need to talk now. Matter of fact, if you get affiliated with somebody, rebuke, repudiate, reject the fact that you've even ever heard of Farrakhan or this person, that person, a Black Lives Matter. Like, where's the similar treatment? Bring this chick back, lock her ass up, like do what you would do if it was a black woman lying on a white man.
Was it known
that
that
woman
she
accusing
outright?
a white man? She need receipts. She need a tape. She need, when Omarosa was saying that they kicked me out the White House, she had a whole recording, and they was ready to lie on her. Oh, she was an angry black woman. She was cursing. No, she wasn't. And she was like, if I ain't had that tape, none of y'all would have believed me. So we know when black women accuse white men, historically, what black women could not even accuse white men of rape for the first 300 years. Couldn't sit on no jury. So let's not play and act like everybody can even be an equal accuser. So if you on the accuser side, let's just be fair. If this woman, Chloe Gaines, lied on this man, we need to go one by one and say, well, okay, let's say you get a day in court, you go to jail. We could do both. Everybody, put it this way, I got a better one for you. If you look at a lynching, they'll say 3,000 people gathered to burn a Negro, lynch a Negro. Some of them say 5,000 people gathered. You know how insulting it is to tell a black person, well, if 50 people said it, it must be true. So every time you look at one of the pictures of them lynchings, you should say to yourself, if 5,000 people was out there, then Emmett Till must have deserved it.
Dr. Smith.
Black Wall Street.
That's real quick. Black Wall Street, stay right there. I've said this all the time. The ploy is you get 30 people, and then what America does is says they all can't be lying. And I sit there and go, why can't they? I'm not defending Bill Cosby, but like what you're saying right now is what I've been saying, and maybe the way you say it is more eloquent and it doesn't offend people. But like, this is amazing that you're saying the same thing I said. You're saying, but obviously you're better equipped to do it, because my thing is like, this is not like, you can't get mad at people who question things. When you get mad at people who question things, that means you're scared about something, because you don't want people to question. And that's all I did. And I know I'm beating a dead horse, but that's all I did with the Cosby victims. I questioned. That was it.
But Dr. Smith, can you question the victim? If someone believes they were raped, you can't question, like you can deeply question that, or can you just, is it surface level?
This is the thing. Chloe Gaines was never even at the Bill Cosby mansion in her life. Bill Cosby wasn't in the city. We're not even talking about a victim now. We're just talking like this conversation is about a complete false accuser. She never met him. She wasn't there. Like,
they're gonna say there's just one. They're gonna say there's one. There's one. All right. What about the other 49?
So Moritz, right, the one who said Bill Cosby was on the Late Show with me on the Tonight Show, and he came into the dressing room and forced himself inside of my mouth, right, and all this stuff. Then they said they weren't booked on the same night ever. And then she said, "Oh, I did." Janice Dickinson wrote a whole book, whole memoir, and she was like, then Tom Mesereau was on when she was on the stand. They were like, "Your book doesn't say that. You're saying that now." were you lying then or are you lying now? So then she was on oath, she had to say, well, I was lying then. Now think about this. In the Bill Cosby case, 5 people got to testify. That means they picked the best 5. Janice Dickinson was one of the 5. So if Janice Dickinson is one of your best, you do need to think about the whole thing. How about this? If I put a call out today and I make a fake black rapper, let's say I say Thuglicious, right?
Thuglicious, okay.
Oh, let's say I'm from a law firm, or even better, let's do one that's more realistic because it already happens every day. If you took Laceratix between 1990 and 2010, if you took Laceratix and you have any stomach problems, we want you to call this number because we're putting a class action case. I just made the name Laceratix up, Jay Black. How many calls do you think I would get? Because no,
I'm sitting there thinking, wow.
Listen, Lori Allred represented everybody, and everybody knows Bill Cosby's a billionaire. So let's say I say we got a $1 billion class action suit for Laceratix. Anybody who took it, who suffered, who has a story similar to this one, because we give you the script. We give you script. Oh, you gave your pill, you got tired. We're going to give you the script. Anybody who has symptoms like this, and this, we want you to call this number. You think I couldn't get 100 people on my phone today? You think I wouldn't get in front of the camera and say, when I took Laceratix, oh boy, I took Laceratix, and
Yes.
Like, stop doing that. Let's not negate human nature and act like we don't know that we right now on this program can get 50 people to call in if there's a bag involved. We can. Like, don't do that. If you want to say this is why I believe somebody, it's a whole different argument than 50 people couldn't lie. I'm looking at lynchings. I'm looking at America. I've watched millions of people lie. It's like the Planet of the Apes. I said before, 1928, Noah Webster, right? The dictionary said that the definition of America was the copper-colored Aboriginal and Native people that were discovered by the Europeans. Later, named for the descendants of the Europeans. They switched it. They lied. They knew we were here first. They called us Americans. They did a straight up Twilight Zone Matrix, Planet of the Apes, and it was like, they don't know no better. We the ones teaching them or not teaching them. Let's act like we were here first, and all the ones that were here, we brought them here on boats. You can look in the 1928 Noah Webster Dictionary, definition of American. Type it into Google, 1928. It'll say the copper-colored Aboriginals or Native people. So if you would lie that big, if you would say Africa had no reading or writing when you got all your reading and writing from Africa and Thales and Plato went to Africa to learn to study, if you would lie about that and burn libraries and nothing to see here, you telling me those people wouldn't get 50 people together for a bag? Out of here, man. Like that part, forget, I don't know nothing about Bill Cosby, but that part, you're not going to play with somebody like me and act like I don't know. I've watched 5,000 people look at somebody murdered who didn't do it. They knew he didn't do it. They smiled, they took pictures, they made postcards, they kept pieces of the body. But they wouldn't make up a story, and all their stories are the same. All the people got the same lawyer. Like, no, don't do that. Don't say it couldn't happen, because then you're doing something different than what the case requires. Because now you're putting people in a position where anytime a group of people say something, that's why black people go to these all-white schools and they be like, everybody wouldn't be lying. Then when their uncle comes and gives them black history, they think we the crazy ones. I try to offer my family members a book. They're like, I don't know about that. I don't know if Columbus is a bad person. He got a whole holiday. How would he have a whole holiday? Why would he have all these statues if he really was bragging about selling children 9 to 13 to his men? Bragging about it in his diary. The preferred ages that Christopher Columbus was bragging about human trafficking and pimping these girls out, 9 to 13. He wrote it. He did it. Last I checked, that was pedophilia and human trafficking. But they wouldn't. No. I don't know about that, Professor. I don't know about that. That's not a race theory. No, people would lie. There's thousands of books written about Lincoln that all make him not racist. They've been doing it. Like why? What is up with at least black people? Why would black people think 50 people wouldn't lie?
Hold on. But you know what's funny, Dr. Smith? It was black people who were coming at me because I wouldn't stop asking the same question about a victim in the Cosby situation.
Well, ask him this. Ask him this. Which one do they want to discuss? Ask him that. That's what you do. You say, okay, if there's so many, pick one. Let's go. I don't know, but it's just, no. Take your time. Go do research.
That's because a lot of people like to pick the comfortable narrative.
Come back with the one you think you should believe. And this is the thing, too. If we're going to do something called statute of limitations, we got to do it. We can't do either or. Like, the thing about the Chloe Gaines case, the girl with the Playboy Mansion, the thing about that was her case would have fell under the statute of limitations primarily because she was a minor. There's different, stipulations. So this whole made up story was one that they needed because after that, it was Andrea Constant. And Bruce Castor, I need to say this from being from Montgomery County. Bruce Castor said, we can't try this case primarily because of the inconsistencies. He said that the recording she was making was borderline extortion. The fact that she went and looked into a civil attorney before she even called the police. She was like, the fact that she kept talking to him and coming to his shows and bringing her mom out on these vacations to go visit him and kept coming to his house. And some argued, called him up to 54 times. He was saying, yo, we can't try this. So Bruce Castor totally hooked her up. Bruce Castor was like, yo, this don't look good at all, but I can still get you some money. So white privilege was on fleek with this. Because if a black woman got caught in all them inconsistencies, they would not have got her $3 million. So they pulled a major white woman move for her and was like, you don't got no legal case, but I see you've been working on something. We're going to flip it. We're going to tell him that he cool, just, that, and he going to pay, and we're going to keep it quiet. Because all he really wants to do is keep it quiet. Like a lot of celebrities, cop out the things they didn't do. But he said, we still got something. So Bruce Castor basically pulled the Larry Bird and hooked up Andrea Constant with $3 million point something dollars. Even though she kept calling him, even though she was going on dates with, even though she said, oh, it was Benadryl. And I was like, wait, the media told me it was Quaaludes. But then when the case came, it was Benadryl. Then the media kept saying he admitted to drugging people. Then I looked at the deposition and it said, did you get drugs for women for the purpose of having sex? He said, yeah. He said, did you do it unknowingly? No, never. So I'm thinking any dude that says, yo, I got the bottles, let's get it popping. Yo, I got that white girl, let's get it popping for the purpose of having sex. Got that ecstasy, I'm about to pop a perk and go ham all night. So anybody that gets drugs for the purpose of sex, like what part of how do you get on the media? I watch media outlets that I watch all the time say he admitted it. I saw one to say he admitted to drugging and raping people. I was like, first of all, I like rapists don't do that. What? So no, people should be offended when they're played with. Nothing to do with the people. I don't like nobody playing with me. In law school, they teach you to argue both sides. You imagine going to law school, they just argue this one side, just know this one side, because this one side is all that's important. You know who you do that to? Children. You're an adult. You're worried about the bills and the school and all this, a relationship, right? You know the children are like, Mom, why I got to come in at this time? Dad, can I go to this party? Because their world is so small and all they worry about is one or two things that relate directly to their emotions. And you got to look in this context, we're the children. They're like, oh, they don't need to know that. There's women you can look online where their faces look Caucasian. When they were in the trial, they blackened their faces. Like dark makeup. Now they have afros and braids. Don't do that to me. As African American studies professor, do not blacken up to appeal to me. If these women look white, they look white. Fine. If somebody's abused, it shouldn't even matter. And that's how they always treat black people. If we put this bone necklace. The girl had a necklace full of bones and an afro wig. The other girl got dookie braids now, and then show the other pictures. She's like white skin. They literally were black. Gloria Allred was making black makeup on people and giving these black hairstyles to get the black women up. Like, you don't have to do that. And that should be insulting to everybody, regardless of what they think about Cosby. Now, in terms of the get back, if this was a white person tried for something, and then they said, "Oh, your constitutional rights are violated," they'd be like, "How much do you get for every day in jail?" Does Steele lose his license because he campaigned on the fact they're not even mentioning it? This oppression through omission is baffling. White people are good at this in the media. They'll be like, "I don't know what you're talking about." You're muted, Mike. There you go.
Maybe.
That's me.
You know who's also good for it? Is other fellow people who sit there and crucify people for questioning what needs to be questioned. So it didn't take much for everybody. And I'm not gonna go on this Bill Cosby innocent, guilty, but the real business behind what went on behind this situation will never be exposed, and people will jump on board and be like, "Oh, he's just guilty." I'm not saying he's guilty or not guilty. I'm just saying there's a story behind the story. So if I question a victim, just like they're going to get questioned in court, which they should have got questioned in court, don't kill me for it. I'm just doing what common sense tells you to do.
Well, this is the most uncomfortable part. That white people reminded me of this for 2 generations, especially after Rodney King. I don't know if y'all ever had a situation where you were upset about a verdict and had a white coworker or somebody say to you, the jury decided, though, we got to respect the jury's decision. They did that for 300 years. All of a sudden, a black man has an outcome, right? OJ was first. And I remember them flipping the script. I remember people being like, no, we're going to harass him. We're going to be on the golf course and have signs and he's a murderer. I was like, wait a minute. Y'all was the same ones telling me, respect the process. Don't hate the player, hate the game. When them cops hit Rodney King 50 plus times and kicked him in his eye and hit him with the white people ain't go protest nothing and they want us to leave them alone. They going back to Simi Valley. One of them was driving Al Gore around as his personal driver and got ran up on the airport saying, ain't you the boy from Rodney King? He went and did the joint. Yeah. So they take care of them. They're like, yo, if the system says they're innocent, we back to innocent. And that's why that whole Judge Joe Brown, Mark Lamont Hill debate got so many views, because Judge Joe Brown was basically saying, do we have a presumption of innocence or not? So we can't say guilty, because once you decide a black man is guilty, absent of due process, I said it before the trial, it's a slippery slope. We need to stop saying guilty. Nobody's guilty until they're proven guilty in a court of law. That's a cornerstone of due process. You have the presumption of innocence, even through the trial. Derek Chauvin was innocent until that judge said, what do you say? Yeah. On the count. And you know what? If they said 1 count innocent, 1 count guilty, then that other count, he's not guilty. That's the way that either we're going to have the system or not. We can't only have it when it favors us. Mm-hmm. So if he had a sentence, not just do it again, they could have allowed them to do it again. They said vacated and could never be tried again. They could have said, go have another crack at it. They didn't do that. They said this should have never happened. So if the Supreme Court, the highest court in the land that can make such a decision, says this never should have been prosecuted, then why would we feel comfortable saying guilty, not guilty? No, we have a constitution. We have due process. You're not guilty. That's how it works. You can get upset. You can have feelings. You can have opinions. But when it comes to guilt or innocence, we all, because I want to enjoy it. That's why I'm fighting for it. I'm not fighting for God. I'm fighting for me. I'm fighting for if you hear something about me and a lot of people say something about me, if don't nobody take me to court and provide no forensic evidence and there's no decision, I'm not guilty, y'all. I'm sorry what it looks like. You know why? Because a lot of people sitting in jail for 20, 30, and 40 years, mostly black men, because it looked really bad. Found a gun, had a record, did a similar thing, was in the same area. Girlfriend got mad, or boyfriend got mad and told on him. His squad ratted on him, but he didn't do it. So there's a lot of stories where it's like, let's not jump without forensic evidence, without all that other stuff I just named, and start saying, I don't know if he's guilty or not. I do know. I know that nobody's guilty until they're proven guilty in a court of law and have due process. And until such time, there's no sliding scale with this. They are innocent. And anything else we say about any other case, because of the way we feel, is dangerous for us. Because then when it's you're not going to want to have that same metric applied. You're not going to want somebody to say, Jay, look kind of bad. We're going to lock you up. You're going to be like, wait. Because the way it looks. Jay, it was 5 people. They in the same family. Wait, no. You're going to want to apply a different standard of justice if this was you. Mm-hmm. If this was you, and you could prove people lied. I don't care how many people if you could prove 10 people out of 50 lied, you can be like, well, let's take a step back now. Let's not get the rope out. Because apparently there's something we need to discuss. And if after we discuss it, you say, well, statute of limitations, not a good case, had a deposition that was sealed, constitutional. You're free to go. Yeah. I know people on the block with bodies. Guess what? Guess why they home? Because they couldn't prosecute them. They had no weapon. They had, you know what I'm saying? The Lex Street. They had no witnesses to cooperate. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it. I'm not even saying that this deals with innocence or guilt. I'm saying under the law, there's people walking the street now in my neighborhood that done killed 3 people because they didn't have a case. And that's the way the system works. I'm gonna tell you an instance where I don't like it in that instance. But guess what? It still applies. I can't go lock them up. I can't go hunt them down vigilante style because, I know they did it because everybody's saying they did it. And I know they caught them bodies. They did a rap about it. So I think we should what? We can't go grab them. We can't go string them up. We can't go insult them everywhere at work and assassinate their character. We can't. That's not the way the system works. The system is shut your mouth. You either get a lawyer, you get him on trial, you put him in jail, you get him in a civil suit. If you can't get the criminal, you get the civil like OJ. And if you can't do any of that, they live their damn lives. So everybody needs to really fall back about like they don't have skeletons. I got enough demons in my closet where I guess a couple people go, oh, he punched me in my face. He did this, he did that. I remember Aaron Smith. Okay. There was no trial. And I'm not going to jail for it. And I don't think I should pay for it every day. And actually, I'm changed. So, like, stop.
And you're right. And Dr. Smith, you're right 1,000% about all that. I'm going to say it again. Unfortunately, the people who need to hear it don't hear it. They're not going to hear this right now.
They're going to hear when it hits them.
All I did was question what was being said by a victim.
But why
That's all I said.
But how about this, Mike? There were multiple victims who had already been accused of not only prostitution and heroin and all that. Chloe Gaines got arrested for sneaking heroin into a jail. You know, if a black woman did that would be the only story. That would be her tag for the rest of her life. They'd be like, Sexy Mo, who was known for sneaking heroin. 50 years later, they still be saying that.
Yes.
They had more than four of them who had already been arrested for false reporting, Mike.
But Dr. Smith, this is what I was killed for, because I wouldn't stop when they kept giving me comments and kept saying stuff, and I wouldn't stop. I want to know why the rape victim went back.
But they were giving you answers.
No, and I'm not. But my thing is, so, okay, let's find out why this kept happening.
But they were telling you why.
But they were telling me why, but they were telling me, well, you know, things happen, like Shawnee said, things happen when you're in a relationship with somebody, like kids get abused by their parents and they keep hugging on their parents. These were one-night stands.
The mindset. That's what I'm saying. It's just something that you're never going to understand. It's not going to make sense to you.
And Shawnee, I want to say this. Don't ever tell a man that he's never been sexually assaulted and say he doesn't understand. And I want to say this clearly to everybody, not just to Shawnee. Mm-hmm. Every time you women say a man's never been sexually assaulted, you are stepping over a bound that you don't even know what you're talking about.
And that's why men don't come out.
Right.
Do y'all remember when Terry Crews tried to join Me Too? Do y'all remember how they did him?
They tore him up.
Like, get out of here.
They drug him.
They was like, no, this is not your party.
They drug him.
And a whole lot of men that have been raped, violated, molested was like.
But is it the older men or because the younger ones? We just had a story on a football player got arrested. Well, turned himself in here in Arlington. He picked his little cousin up. And the cousin and the friend and their boys took him, and the allegations are that he was trying to take the friend's pants down and tried to have sex with him. And that little boy spoke out. So is it something with the older men where it's harder to talk about?
Some people always speak out. But we know from the Catholic Church thing, you know, overall.
Wait, Dr. Smith, real quick. I just want to say this. In rehab, 20-year-olds, when we did, obviously, I'm not going to say any details. When we had to do our testimony, 20-year-old black young men, one after another would come up and say how they were jerked off by their uncles when they were 12. Mm-hmm. How oral sex, they had to perform oral sex in all major cities. So when I asked the question, why'd you go back? And I don't even want to get too deep into my life. I'm not asking this over being naive. I'm asking this over a one-night stand. You get drugged up, and then you tell me after you got drugged up and partied with somebody that you went back and partied with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna get into the deepness of my life and shout to everybody who turned their back, including you, Cam. Y'all don't know my life. I'm not sitting here. I'm telling you. I'm speaking this, and I'm asking a question on somebody saying that Bill Cosby, and I don't give a F about Bill Cosby. I'm asking a question. And no, when you give me an answer and I don't like the answer, yes, I'm going to keep asking, because when black people ask white people their answer and they get the wrong answer, they keep asking the question.
But the answer not changing. That's what I'm saying.
But the answer might not be right, Shawnee.
But that's their answer, though. That's their truth. We can't make their truth be something that makes sense to you. It made sense to them.
I'm asking about the victims. I'm not asking about your truth. I was asking about the victims. I was asking about the Bill Cosby situation.
Mm-hmm. Why they go back?
And it's different when you talk about a legal standard, because there's things that I've done that I know for a fact I ruined my chance to go to trial. Let's say somebody does something to me and I go press them. Right? I can call the cops or I could call my cousin. Let's say I'll be like, yo, frat, somebody playing with me, and let's say I go handle my situation. I've lost my ability at that point from my behavior. I have a choice, but once I made that choice, you ain't coming up in court now. You can go on 50 dates with him, but guess what? You're going to have a hard time on that stand now. You need to know that. That needs to be understood. When somebody steals from me and I go do whatever to them, I've kind of like given up my ability to then retrace it and be like, oh, I'm just a victim and I just want to go get a lawyer. Like, bruh, you shot at the ball too. Like you gave that up. It shouldn't be, but yeah.
But
you can do whatever you want, but you need to know how it's going to look to this jury. And that's why lawyers ask people, was every moment? They want to know, because we got to know what's going to look bad and what's going to look good. So you need to understand the weight of your actions. I'm not saying it's good or bad, but we need to be adults about this. Yes, you can go back as many times as you want, but the more times you go back, the harder it is to convince somebody of what you're trying to convince them happened. It's just a reality. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm not saying it's right.
Yeah,
we need to be realistic and be like, okay, you went back 40 times, you called him 50 times, you went on vacation. And that's why Castor was like, nah.
Yeah,
you got to know what the DA is going to be like.
And any good DA is going to ask that question. Well, why did you go back? Why did you go back?
Well, because he told me. Well, they said, that's what happens.
But
that's when they drag you. And that's when they drag you.
Listen to this one, Mike. You ready for this one? Did Andrea Constance and Bill Cosby have sex? We all see how we do. We go deep with the rape, molestation. Is that what he was even convicted of? It's like the Tupac thing. He was convicted of forcibly touching somebody in the butt. But we was, Tupac, same thing, right? We kept hearing rape, gang, rape. Then it was like, wait a minute. You're not even saying. It was like with Beverly Johnson when Whoopi Goldberg had her on The View, and Whoopi stopped the interview, was like, wait, so he didn't rape you? No, I was drugged and I got a cab. And Whoopi was like, wait. Because every interview, everybody like, Beverly Johnson's one of the victims.
Right.
And on The View, Whoopi, one of the few black women, was like, wait a minute, though. So what are you accusing him of doing? You accusing him of wanting to rape you? And she was like, yeah, I just narrowly escaped. So if Andrea Constance didn't have sex with Bill Cosby, we up here debating all this molestation and rape. That ain't what she said. He said he felt her up when she had the Benadryl. But the media is serving up those stories to us like it's Sandusky. The guy who represented Chloe Gaines literally said in an interview I just watched recently, we're dealing with potentially the greatest serial rapist in the history of the United States. First of all, I'm thinking slave masters, slow your roll. Right? That's just negating all the slave masters, right? So I'm like, whoa, with that serial rapist. I think he'd be on a plantation, to be honest. But with this little bit of forensic evidence, this man literally out of his mouth, Chloe Gaines, and I tried to look at a recent interview and say, wait, after she was proven to be a liar, was he changing his tune? Nope. He was commenting on the conviction and everything. And that's what you have the privilege to do. You can act like things that would totally cripple, like with Al Sharpton and Tawana Brawley. When Tawana Brawley got caught lying, Al Sharpton was never the same. Never the same. That was a blow that he looked like he was going Martin Luther King status before that. Tawana Brawley came out, it's more like a hack. It went left. Like they never let Al Sharpton, forget about Tawana Brawley lying. One person lying, your career different. She lied, and he's like. That's the thing too. The fact that we don't even have the details.
Yeah.
So
the fact that how about this? There's a song called Quaaludes Again on YouTube. And you can listen to people cheering this song perform live, right? And it's like, wait a minute, why didn't I know? Because all the old people are like, no, everybody was using Quaaludes. And I'm listening to this Bobby Bear song. He's like, we'll do Quaaludes again. We're going to have this. And I'm like, wait a minute. You're trying to use this 2020 context and say he had Quaaludes, And everybody over 40 is like, well, I ain't gonna say nothing because I don't want to talk about my party.
No, I mean, but the
the
reality is nobody wants to talk about the reality of what they at their time. And once again, I want to just repeat, ain't nobody defending Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby, listen, man, I'm defending the fact that the question should be asked. I'm defending the fact that the truth should be put out there on both sides. I'm not saying he's a good guy or a bad guy. I'm saying put all the information out. Like put everything out so people could know what really went on in its proper context. But that for some reason, I promise you, the only reason why Harvey Weinstein is in jail is because he did so much. He did so much that they couldn't clean it up. Because if Harvey Weinstein was in the same situation, had the same things accused him of Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein would have never went to court. He would have never went to court.
And Paul made a good point about the president. If you look at Donald Trump's ex-wife and her memoirs when she was like, he raped me. And they made her change the manuscript.
They made her change it.
I'm saying, but he is on tape saying, I did it. Not I secured for the party. No, Donald Trump is like, he says how he touched them. He says he grabbed. He says where, right? So he's been accused of rape. I think, 7 to 11 times? I should look it up. But y'all can Google that. How many times Donald Trump been accused of rape? Y'all can let me know. But yes, so Donald Trump's been accused of rape multiple times on camera talking about it. His own ex-wife said he raped him. So if we want to, let's at least put in proper order. Why are we jumping to the 80-year-old, half crippled, crazy, blind black comedian with no forensic evidence when we got a ex-president, that we got a much better case for? Bill Clinton's accusers had far more detailed cases. And I remember when Alyssa Milano and them from Who's the Boss was like, oh, me too. When Joe Biden's accuser came out, when Joe Biden's accuser said he digitally penetrated me, he forced me up against the wall. He told me if I don't, he said, you're finished, right? And I was watching Joe Biden talk to the Black Caucus that week, talking down the same way, right? Talking all tough, right? And I was like, sounds like something say, right? They pushed this woman out the fray. All the Me Too white women that was so gung-ho for Bill Cosby, they did not do that to Joe Biden. And that's when I totally flipped the script and was like, F all y'all. Because y'all don't care about rape victims. Y'all don't care about abuse. Y'all care about what y'all care about. And it has nothing to do with victimhood. Because when that woman accused Joe Biden, she was lambasted. They attacked her character. They called her a liar. They called her a gold digger. They wouldn't give her mainstream interviews. So I was like, okay, this is a game now. This is not about anything that we're talking about. This is about an agenda and misleading people. Because why was Joe Biden's accuser not on New York Magazine? You know, like all the Cosby accusers. Why Biden's accuser never got her spot on Dr. Phil? Why Biden's accuser wasn't on The View for a half hour like Beverly Johnson?
Because they knew what the agenda was, and they knew where Joe Biden had to go, and they knew.
That's why black men, by and large, have checked out. Because I say it all the time. There's nothing worse when I was working in nursery school than to give one child 2 cookies and one child 1. That's the way they have to get him in the class and have no respect for you. Even if you're in a high school, if I watch you favoring one student, we don't respect you as an educator. It's not even just that we upset and we want the same. We don't respect you. You don't know how to be fair and be just to people. You treat this person better because they're white, or better because you think they're pretty, or better because they're in some group. You're like, we don't respect that. That's not what adults do. So once we see that, especially when genuine, keep it real and keeping it 100 is like a big thing on the block, people from the mud is like, yo, you're fake. That's the worst thing you could be, is to act like you care and advocate. But deep down, like Mike said, this is just an agenda. Otherwise, Kevin Spacey. What's that man's name from Seventh Heaven that admitted to abusing all the children?
He admitted. Hold up, Dr. Smith. He admitted, right? Now, let me give you a little thing about Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey said, if you go at me, I will bring down all of Hollywood.
I remember that.
He said, I will bring down everybody if you come at me.
Oh,
and you know what happened? He won't be in any movies, but ain't nobody come at him. Because he was about to shut down the pedophile world. He was about to shut down every single damn thing that was about to go down. That white man was about to make it happen. And that's why they let him go. Dr. Smith, I got to take a black and mild break. As usual, you've been amazing. Once again, we missed you at the party. I wish you could have been at the party. We're going to have another get together, and we got to get you out here to Dallas so you can come to the comedy show. Mo and Jay Black came out, and Shawnee Scott showed him like the amazing hospitality, because I'm not the hospitality type, but she did. Because I'm not going to be on call.
I'm not the hospitality type. I like that.
Yeah, I'm not the hospitality. I'm not going to be on call for Jay Black and Mo. And Jay Black stayed at a Roach Motel, and I told him not to. And then he had to get rescued by Shawnee and Mo. They had to come get him.
Bad.
He was in a trap house. And
trying to get $20.
Do you see?
Everybody knows Jay Black. It's a cheap Google ass.
Do you see? He knows it. No, actually, Dr. Smith, it was really like $35. It was a $35 save. And his hotel would have been around the corner, and he would have been good. All right.
Anyway, but no, he gave me something good to think about, though. Just keeping it on that serious note, I'm good. The fact that he said when the media was talking about COVID, when the media pushes this in front of you, what's really going on, and that really made me think. So that's one of the gems that you leave me with today.
AJ Black, it made you think, but Lady Q still ain't letting you, roam around the house. So.
Yo, Doc, I gotta wear a mask in my house. Ain't that crazy? Because I came from Texas.
Yo, I ain't gonna say. I learned early on. Don't say nothing about no man's house.
Don't say nothing about the house, but I will tell you this: no matter what it is, COVID, AIDS, no matter what it is, there is an agenda behind it. There's an agenda behind it. Them pharmaceutical companies are getting billions right now. And when I tell you there's nothing better than a good old fashioned, we got COVID and now we got the remix. That's all I'm saying. Right on time to shut it down.
And nobody talking about Fauci paying those Wuhan labs and all that with the gain of function experiments that they said originated the whole virus in the first place. Like, how Fauci get off the hook? We ain't talking about Fauci. We ain't talking about Maxwell. We ain't talking about the Haitian president. Everybody's like, put your mask on and shut up.
And shut up and let us shut it down one more time. Not to mention how many times Bill Gates was on trial for what listen.
Epstein's boy, yeah. And
Epstein's boy.
He in the middle of it. He making the money off the vaccines. He Epstein friend. No college degree. No virology. I said this one. You can look at pictures online of Bill Gates giving out medicine in Africa. You can see him holding black children. He don't got no medical degree. When the last time you saw somebody without a degree who never took no Hippocratic oath and never got training giving out medicine? Ain't that illegal? If I give you a shot today, Mike, that's illegal.
Yeah, you should go to jail.
Bill Gates is doing charity, holding up black kids, giving them with needles and all this dripping stuff in their mouth. It's like, yo, people need to wake up. I'll be talking to somebody with no degree, grab my kid and put something in his mouth and in his arm.
And that's why, and then all of a sudden they gave him the heads up and they were like, all right, we're being a little too extra. People are starting to research, and now Bill Gates is falling back. You see, he's not the lead on vaccinations anymore. Now, still making all the money.
And going through a divorce, right?
Yeah, and he's falling back because, it is what it is. Dr. Smith, you've been amazing. We will talk to you Friday, and every Friday. If something comes up, we might have to do an emergency text message if something comes up.
No doubt.
Bring him. Thank you, Dr. Smith. Dr. Smith, clapping it right there. That man right there. Yes. All right, y'all.
He always brings it.
Yep, he does.
He always invokes people to think.
He's like, I want to take one of his classes. I'd pay attention in that class. I wouldn't fall asleep.
I ain't gonna lie. The more he talks, the more I get irritated about certain situations.
You get mad.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, I really want to say F you. I want to say F you to a bunch of people, and I really, but I'm gonna wait till this platform gets bigger.
But it's Friday.
I mean, you were not wrong in asking the question, Mike.
I know I wasn't.
You're not wrong for asking the question.
I wasn't. I know I wasn't. And I'm never going to feed into, and it bothers me. It stays in my neck because asking these questions is something you're supposed to do. And because somebody I don't care if 5 comments came up and they said why. No talk show host stops after 5 people give their comments. They wouldn't be a talk show host. They wouldn't be a talk show host if they stopped at the 5 comments. But it's good. It's good. I'm gonna go take a black and mild break.
Yeah, happy Friday. It's a happy Friday.
It is a happy Friday. It is an amazing happy Friday. Barbara. Hey, Barbara. What's good?
Hey, Barbara. From the comedy show, Barbara.
Barbara, thank you so much. Everybody came to the comedy show. We'll take a 4-minute break. Come right back. It's Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah. What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, Check this out.
Give me some of the
Let me go
the
back to
auditions
this.
that you went to, and you were like, okay, that we don't know about. That you were like,
One of the ones that I wanted to be in really, really bad was American Gangster. And American Gangster, there was a role in there. I think T.I. ended up getting it. He was one. Yeah, it was one of Denzel's family members. And I wanted that role because I was like, I want to be in a movie with Denzel Washington because that's like my idol, right? I was like, yo, that's my guy. I like his pedigree. I like everything that he did.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I kind of like emulate what I feel he has done with his career, where he's always had integrity. He's always like, you know, feel like he just takes his time and does good projects, you know? And so I was like, it'll be an honor to be in a movie with him. I went in there, man, and I put some smoke on that mother. And I knew, you know why I knew I wasn't going to get it? They said, how tall are you, Bill? I said, damn.
So asking questions like that.
But what was the problem?
It means something.
It means something, yeah.
Because if he's the lead and I'm taller than
and you're taller than you, gotta be kidding me right now, Bill.
You might as well go get in the truck, bro. That's why I always hate telling my height, because I'm taller than most people think. See, I'm 6'3", you know what I'm saying? So like I'm sneaky tall. Like, you know, you'd be like, well, B might be 6 feet until you stand up next to me like, yo. So if we in a film together and you're the lead and I'm standing there over you,
yeah,
that's not gonna work. But people don't know that stuff.
Damn.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. Your escape from reality. Right here on Free Agent Radio.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out. Now, if you want to interrupt this, if you want to just tap the mic and be like, yo, I got to say something about that. Like, just tap it. Just be like, Mike, slow down.
Okay.
Yeah. And just be like, slow down. Spank from the Plastic Cup Boys has to say something. And I'm like, okay. All right. So I'm at the gym. I'm working out, doing whatever I'm doing. I get on.
Mike, this is Spank from the Plastic Cup Boys. You was really working out, or like? Let's be honest. Was you really work? I'm sorry. Finish your story. I'm sorry. Finish your story. I'm sorry.
Right for the rip.
Right. Wait, were you really working out?
I don't even know if I believe that.
I just want the whole story to be true now. Because you know, comedians, we tell real life stories, but we exaggerate to make it funnier. So I just wanted to make sure.
Were you walking by the gym? Were you walking by? Were you
What about working out?
So I said, I'm not listening to music. I'm going to scroll on Instagram for the last 20 minutes because I have a certain time, last 20 minutes. So I scroll, I go to Will Smith's page. Do you follow Will Smith's Bank?
Yes.
Okay. He's an entertaining page. Like that's an entertaining page. Mm-hmm. And it's something you inspire to. So Will Smith puts up this thing where he's jogging, but it's like overcast and it's dark and it's kind of rainy, right? Mm-hmm. And then he says, if you can, somebody caption this motivational situation. Somebody caption it. Like normally I don't do nothing like that, but I'm bored and I'm like, let me caption it. Mm-hmm. So I caption it and I put something on there. I said, sometimes the most important journeys you have to travel will be by yourself. All right, Spank, wait a second. Because I know you know Will, but wait a second, Will. Spank, I went back in Instagram like 10 minutes later and he liked my comment.
Oh, wow.
Spank, don't you degrade me, Spank. Don't you dare.
Will Smith liked your comment.
Spank, don't you do that. Don't you do that. Don't you do that, you bougie bastard. Don't you do that right now, Spank.
I got to ask one question.
All right, back to
Spank, don't do that.
I got to ask one question.
What's the question, Spank?
Did you repost that he liked your comment on your personal page? Like, yeah, Will Smith.
I'm going to repost it today. It just happened. Why? I'm not supposed to repost it?
No, Mike, you're somebody, so you don't have to do that. You're somebody. You don't have to do that.
Are you serious, man?
Yes, you're established. You don't have to do it.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. Your escape from reality. Right here on Free Agent Radio.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Tap in.
Tap in. Where the ladies at? Michael, Shawn, and Takeover Legends. Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Friday. They always tell you that all the therapists and all the motivational speakers say you should not live for the weekend. Friday shouldn't be any better than Monday. F you.
I don't know about that.
But I get the philosophy behind it. You shouldn't put weight on Friday and Saturday, but the way the system is made up, do you know the reason why a 5-day work week, originally it was a 7-day work week and they thought they was giving us a break. I forget the name of the individual that made it and said, we'll do a 5-day work week and we'll shorten down the hours to 8 hours a day. Because I never understood, why can't the work week be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? And then we're off those other days. You know, in other countries, people take 2-hour naps during their workday. They have 2-hour naps.
And in some countries, they have 4-day work weeks.
And they have 4-day work weeks. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand who decided that it was probably a boss. It had to be a boss. Where did Shawnee go? Where's Shawnee?
No, Shawnee had to take care of some things. We good.
Oh, Shawnee good? Okay. Is she all right? She good?
Yeah,
Good?
she good. Yeah.
All right. We didn't get into, I don't know if I should get into this because Mo can do it. If you don't do it on allegedly, I'm going to bring in 1, 2, Andre, push to me. I got 2 stories. So F it. Go ahead. If you got your stories ready.
Get to it.
Look at Jay Black trying to show up. Jay Black trying to show
that
up.
time already?
Jay Black. Well, actually, this is the first time in history on my clock we're 1, 2, 3. We're like 3 or 4 minutes early.
We early.
Go get it. Oh, that black and mild.
I like for traffic to be crazy all the time.
That black and mild was great. I just want to let y'all know the black and mild I had because we had to delay it because Dr. Smith was so good. Oh man, I know my lungs. Oh, that felt good. All right.
Henry Ford made the
Henry Ford made the 5-day work week. Yes, Billy J. Edwards.
Them to push out them trucks.
There were cars at the time, but yes, Billy J. Thank you very much. Don't forget you can always download Media Room 360 TV. And let me since we're all here right now, let me get this. Go ahead, start it up. And I want to get you on the IG Live.
All right. Speaking of cars, Michael, Shawn, Lamar Odom, poor thing. God. This is why Chloe not getting back with your ass. Okay. It ain't got nothing to do with Tristan. It ain't got nothing to do with your drug use. You ain't even paying your bills, homie. Apparently a car company is suing him because he fails to pay his car note. Multiple car notes. And so he said, it's not my fault. It's my ex girl. She missed the payments. And remember I told you his ex, Liza Morales, she said he's a deadbeat. He does receive a pension from the NBA. He has taken to the gram and said, enough is enough. I do not get a pension from the NBA until I'm 46. I do not own a CBD line. He said, I do not get paid, or I didn't get paid $40,000 from the celebrity boxing match. And of course, he's 41. So he's like, look, I got to wait 5 more years before the NBA starts even paying out my pension.
Oh, technically, if I remember correctly, that is correct. And the other thing is, now this is his responsibility.
Right.
You can't co-sign on a bunch of cars and thinking that everything's all good, and if the person misses the payment, it goes back on you. So chances are he could be right. Also, with the Tristan Thompson thing, he put out there, we're all part of the NBA fraternity. And he was basically like, I saw a picture and I liked it, and I said, hottie. And to his defense, Lamar didn't say, F you, this and that. He was like, I liked the picture. I thought it was all good. So,
and in true territorial fashion, Tristan was like, "Yo, homie, God brought you back last time. Basically, try it again. Try me.
All right, Tristan. I mean, I get why he got jealous. I get.
Right.
I get why he got jealous, but slow down. You're not gonna kill anybody, Tristan. Shut the up.
Well,
like
Lamar,
we're
you
not
know,
like, come on,
look,
we're not gonna do the whole I'm mad at you and you could die because I'm
right.
Tristan Thompson. You're gonna die. You're gonna
Well, I
die.
guess he took one look at Lamar's body and really just said, "Hey, you know, Lamar got that dad bob. He got that pod stomach.
Yeah,
You know, the shirt off in the boxing match.
Yeah, it was bad. He could have worked out a little bit.
He got the nasty body.
Oh, don't say nasty. See, you're body shaming.
I'm not body shaming.
Body is nasty.
It's just
Like you're
my
body
opinion.
shaming. But you're still body shaming. You're body shaming. Like I'm not right now. I'm not right. I'm not right now.
I mean, I got a little a mom pouch now. I mean, but that, yeah, he looked nasty.
Jay be like, are you texting somebody? That's why you can't get on the IG live?
Yeah, because you know what? And you see his attention span. He
always does this around this time. He always does this. Who
Like,
the hell are you texting?
To your bacon? What's going on?
I am on IG Live.
No, you're not. You're not on the IG Live. Oh, Jesus.
He's terrible.
Dana Davenport. Oh, wow. And Mo, so they can hear your stories. Let's get you on here also. Please, let's get you on here because I don't understand. We have to get people on here.
Understand?
Am I on?
I don't understand. Kathy, what up? Who came to the comedy show? Why are they suing him? Because repossession.
It probably was in his name. Yeah, it probably was in his name. And so, of course, his girlfriend, Liza Morales, he's saying that it's, she didn't pay the bill. And that's why they're coming back to repossess the car. But, and then, of course, she's claiming that he got more money than what he's letting on. She said that, hey, the NBA, I know you got a pension, but he's basically claiming that he's, strapped for money.
And
money is tight.
And for people who don't know, and people who don't understand, there's one thing. It's all deciding on what your lifestyle is.
Right.
He could have $5 million in the bank, and he could literally be broke.
Right.
He could literally be broke. He could have $15 million and be broke. He would not have done celebrity boxing if money was not tight, people. He would not
fight. With a $40,000. That's nothing.
Doug, but you got to take it. You got to take it, and you got to make sure like it's a whole different story. So here's like he got a pension. Y'all don't know nothing about being. I don't know nothing about. He might be 30 million in debt.
Right. And then we got to talk about liquid assets because he may be worth a certain amount of money, but it doesn't mean that he has liquidized assets to where he can actually put his hands on the money.
Yeah, because that record label ain't helped none. Put that comment back up by David Burns. That record label, Lamar Records. Poor Lamar, he just liked cocaine, Viagra, and hookers too much, but that was just momentarily. Listen, man, stop, David. If you were in his situation and you were in Vegas. And they told you to go to the Bunny Ranch. And
preface what the Bunny Ranch is, because a lot of people don't know what that is.
The Bunny, excuse me. The Bunny Ranch is basically a very nice place where you can get whoever you want. You pay for them, and then you actually go to the room, and it's a nice room from what I saw on HBO.
They got theme rooms. Have you been there?
I seen on
No,
HBO.
I saw it on HBO. They got theme rooms. Shout to Mr. Jim Jones. What up, Mr. Jim Jones on the IG Live? Listen, I've never been there. Thank you, Nyla, for buying the badge. If you want to buy the badges, they're right there. I've just watched the TV show and the rooms look nice. And trust me, if I had a few million,
sex is legal there, right?
Oh, it's legal. They promote in Vegas.
Yes.
They hand out, back in the day, they would hand out flyers on where you can go. And I think sex should be legal all over the place because those prostitutes literally have to get tested.
Yes, they do.
To be certified. They have to get regular tested.
I think they actually have to have some type of entertainer's license as well.
Yes.
Like some type of license out there to actually practice. I'm like, so you have to have a license for your cooch?
Yes. So if I'm crazy enough to go raw, if I'm crazy enough
It ain't just that she look clean. You ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah,
They've been
I ain't do.
certified.
Yeah, I ain't do an evaluation from my untrained eye, and I said her skin is clear, so she ain't got nothing. Oh, David Burns, the NBA should give him that money, like they
Biden giving out these stimmies. I got mine.
No,
my child
Biden
protection.
giving out these stimmies. No. Oh, let me tell you what I got for a child credit. Since
How
y'all
much
so
was the
cool
child
with Joey,
credit?
I got $58, and I showed Shawnee Scott last
Why
night.
was it so low? I thought it was supposed to be like $300, somewhere around there.
It's the age of the kids, which made all that stuff play a part in it.
I don't have a job.
They go from your last tax return. So your last one,
They gave me $58. And mind you, it makes no sense because I got a stimmy check.
Right.
The last stimulus check, I got a nice check.
You got a stimmy?
Yes, I got the stimmy raw, Michael Shawn. Yes, Tam.
What's your stimmy?
You can go to the Bunny Ranch and you can have enough drinks and be like, you know
How
what?
much can you get at the Bunny Ranch with your stimmy?
I don't know what the prices were. Like, I've never been there I would tell you if I've been there. Stephanie said, man, listen, people have a hard life. It's sad he had it all, but lost it. Drugs, sex, addiction are real. Listen, drugs, sex, addiction are real. I don't think he lost it all, but damn it. Let me tell you something. If you had him host a club for like 5,000, I think he might do it.
I'm pretty sure he would do it.
I don't know.
But he's claiming he didn't get the $40,000 from the celebrity boxing match. And so, of course, celebrities hide their money all the time. I'm not saying that he's flat ass broke with zero, -0 in his bank account, but he's definitely trying to say.
I bet you. No. Actually, I bet you he's worth. I'm not gonna get off my Instagram live right now, but I bet you he's worth at least $12 million still. But he could be $20 million in debt.
In debt, yes. Yeah.
So they, come see me, come catch me if you can.
Yes.
Anybody on my IG live, go Google Lamar Odom's net worth, but don't get off my thing. His net worth, which is always like $5 million off.
It's off. Yeah, it's always off. It's always off.
Because they said I was worth 50,000, and I was like, "That's off." So that's not even.
That's why you got $58.
That's why I was about to say the same thing. That's why I got $58.
That's why you got $58 in child tax credit.
Why did they even put me on there? That's ridiculous. That's real talk. Jesus.
Well, I'll tell you. So speaking of the Kardashians, Kim Kardashian is actually coming out and saying that she has agoraphobia since the pandemic. That she's actually has a clinical fear of going outside.
Stop real quick. Stop real quick. Steve _Fat said he looked it up and it's 30 million. If it's 30 million, you should not have been fighting that celebrity fight. Continue. Continue. Now, Steve, you ain't the end all be all information. You might have just thought that up.
Some more fact checks. I'm gonna need some more. I need some more people to fact check Lamar Odom's status because I don't think that he has 30 million.
Not saying you a lie, but he did make a lot of money. Go ahead, Mo.
He chased a lot of bags, but I don't think that he has 30 million right now.
All right. How the hell you know that? Go ahead. Kim Kardashian is scared to go outside.
She's saying that she's scared to go outside since the whole Paris incident when she was robbed and gagged and bound. But to use the word agoraphobia is pretty extensive because she still does go out. She could have a fear or an anxiety, but to go as far as to say that she has agoraphobia, which I mean is a clinical term for people who are scared to go outside of their house. You ever see movies where people are stuck in the house? They can't even pass the threshold into the common area of the apartment building. That's a example.
Agoraphobia. Okay, stop right there. Nyla tonight says 2021. Yes, she said she looked it up too, and it is 30 million. What the? All right, Nyla, you know I got love for you. You ain't the end all be all, but this is two. This is two.
Some more fact checkers.
No, this is two.
I need some more facts.
This is two. And let me ask you something. If there's what's the being scared of outside is agoraphobia?
Agoraphobia.
So what is scared to be inside? Exactly. So what if you got them both? What got I'm deep today? It's Friday.
I'm deep today.
It's Friday.
What if
I
you
ain't
got
forget
I'm
shit
deep
today.
today? What if you got them both? You scared of inside and
not
outside?
forget shit today. I'm not.
What if you scared of inside and outside?
But yeah, so she's saying ever
That's the
since the whole
dumbest
Paris
thing ever.
incident that she has agoraphobia. And my
Shut
thing
up,
is,
Kim.
you learned a big word, you learned a new word. Do not use that word because you do go outside. Just say you have anxiety or you have strong anxiety about going outside.
Pause. We have a comment. David Burns said he also looked it up and he said $30 million. Wait a second.
Okay, so Nyla is coming back. She said his 2020 salary was $8 million, though.
That's nice work. He might be worth. Look at Action Jackson. Action, don't just lie to lie.
No,
he said if I'm 30 million in the good, I'm not doing no fight.
So if you're worth 30 million, you're not doing a fight for 40K. I'm sorry.
No, Jay Black would do it.
That's Jay Black is cheap as hell. That's why he was staying in that Roach Motel this past weekend when we were in Dallas.
Not only would Jay Black do it, but if I told him, they said I can do this fight for 40,000, and Jay Black got his 10 or 15%, he'd be like, Mike, you should do it.
You should do it. Why not?
Which is why I believe the $40,000 is a lie.
Mm-hmm.
He got a lot more money for that, but we do have a friend that we could call to find out.
Well, he's hiding his money. I'm pretty sure he's hiding some of his money because, of course, he still owes money and, for child support and so forth. And, his baby mom has come out. She's always speaking out against him and basically said, hey, he's not paying for my child's school. My son had to drop out of school and go to community college because he's not paying the bill. So, hey.
All right, stop. Two announcements on my IG Live. Number one, my mom's on IG Live, which, love you, mommy. Love my mom.
Yes.
And then Miss Bush, 55, I can't pronounce that word, is the word to be scared of being.
Agoraphobic is what she is, but agoraphobia is the actual diagnosis.
Oh, that's outside. Okay,
yes,
Sexy Mo already said that. She already said that. Hey, mom, Sexy Mo. Okay, I want the word for if you're scared to be inside. There's a phobia for everything. I want to know what it's scared to be inside or scared to be undercovers. Action said he's not hiding it well. If we just Google his worth, hey, Action, God bless. He's not hiding it well. He's not hiding it well enough. 3 days ago, it says his net. Wow, Nyla said 3 days ago his net worth was $35 million. This bastard is still rich.
Mm-hmm. Net worth is different.
However much money he has, he ain't paying his car note.
Hey, everybody on my IG Live, touch them badges and clap up them badges.
And he's being sued, so therefore he doesn't have 35 million. He has 34.5.
You don't know nothing about we don't know nothing about nothing. We just be telling these stories. David Burns said, hey, Mike, Shawn, mama. Okay, David Burns, okay. I'm going to take that, hey, mama. Just be careful with that, but I'm going to take that, hey, mama. Thank you, David Burns. Go ahead, next story there, Mo.
Oh, yeah, you got to watch David around your mom.
Why?
Because I ain't like that comment. Don't be.
I was just hey. No. He was nice. David, we're playing. Just be clear. Don't take it, dude. Let me wave back to everybody on my IG Live. Go ahead, Mo. Go ahead.
So I'll tell you somebody who is not playing, and it's the judge in R. Kelly's case. And I know you don't like when I report on R. Kelly, Michael, Shawn, but apparently, the judge is not playing with the prosecutor. The prosecutor keeps referring to these women as girls, and she shut her down in court. Of course, I told you they just started the proceedings against him. Finally, because, he lost his other two legal strategists and he replaced them and they're trying to play catch up in his case. Well, the judge wasn't having it with the prosecutor. She said, listen, stop. It's 2021. Stop referring to these victims or these alleged victims as girls. They're women. They're 21. So the prosecutor got a little saucy and she bounced back like, oh, I'm sorry. It's been 2 years that we've been trying to, litigate this case. And she said, no, they were women then too. So I would like to be a fly on the
What do you mean they were women then too? If they were underage?
They were 19. They weren't. They weren't 2 years ago. If they were 20 today, or if they're 21 today, 2 years ago, they were of age. They were women considered by the law.
Oh, there goes. Action came. Oh, I guess that
Claustrophobia.
that makes sense.
But
Claustrophobia.
claustrophobic
But that's
is
being in a small
being
space.
enclosed in small spaces.
I'm talking about just being.
That doesn't refer to being inside a building.
Action Jackson, smart ass. Yeah, we're talking about being inside a building.
Disorder that
we're not talking about being stuck in a closet. Get it? Closet. R. Kelly story.
It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. I can't.
In the closet.
I can't. Do you have another story? Somebody say closet.
Yes, so Mike. So remember we were talking about Lil Durk and why at first I reported yesterday about the FBI coming to his house and he lives in a gated community out in Atlanta or outside of Atlanta. Yeah. Well, the story has turned. They said actually there was a previous shooting in the area that he lives in outside of Atlanta, and apparently there was another break-in and it was Lil Durk's house. So they came in and him and his baby mom, India, got the bus and guns.
Yes. And I'm not a gun activist.
And they're for the first time calling Little Durk a victim. They labeled him as a victim.
They ran up in the house, and I just want to say, a couple that smokes, drinks together, and shoots off together, they stay together. And when I tell you, I am not a gun advocate. I don't think everybody should have guns, but because the world has become this dangerous, the fact that we both had guns next to the bed and that we could get up and be like, did you hear that? And she said, yes, I did. And nobody went downstairs. They said, grab your Glock. And they grabbed them and started busting off. Hey, I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad that y'all guys had that routine set. Now I'm mad that y'all gangster for real, but the fact that y'all both, and she's a pretty woman, she's she ain't no hardcore looker. She grabbed that with them nails that she got done, and they both started shooting off. She grabbed that. Let me tell you the sex that we would have.
You know how hard that is.
Yeah. And do you know the sex that I would have given her, that we would have had after we both shot off people who tried to invade our homes? Our home, I should say.
They fought
back.
Man,
I'm marrying her.
They fought back. But it's like, why? I guess it's time for them to move, though, because once they violate like that, you got to move.
It's a gated community, and a lot of people think that just because you live in a gated community, it's safe. Nah, things can pop off anywhere. It doesn't matter where you live.
Kevin Hart his house got broken into. Now, but Kevin Hart got the money where he's got live security now. It ain't no like cameras. It's actual team of security that walks around the house the entire time. That's the most disrespectful thing. And please don't tell me how much you're struggling. Please don't tell me that the hood has you so we ain't got the opportunity. There are people living in your same hood. There are people living on your same block who aren't trying to steal and rob.
But it's because he's flaunting, because everybody, Lil Durk got that money. He out there, he's stunting.
Yeah, but then you have to remember that there's been a lot of attempts on his life. So of course, he was label mates with King Von. His brother just was murdered out there in Chicago, and so he has a grave concern to be around here armed. Hopefully, it's legal.
No, real talk.
Hopefully,
Action said
some type of legal protection.
Action's comment: if the thought of an encounter with a large building, vehicle, or other object causes intense anxiety and fear, you may have what?
Megalophobia?
Megalophobia? Now what? Google is a beast.
So Action, I am a therapist, but that's the first. Okay, so you broke it down. Okay, and the thought, and this is the clinical definition you're saying.
Yeah, but my point is, it's still not an encounter with a lot. No, that still doesn't. I'm saying being scared of being in the house. So Google something of just being in the house.
So Mike, where would you sleep? Where would you sleep?
I don't know.
That type of anxiety or fear, a clinical fear of being inside. Where would you sleep?
I don't know if you would sleep outside on the balcony. I don't know.
So you would buy a 3,000, 4,000 square foot house, and every wing would have to have a balcony.
Yes, or something. Stephanie said gated community. Look at Trayvon Martin. Listen, gated communities there, but all right. Rest in peace, Trayvon Martin. That
Yes.
wasn't the same gated community that Lil Durk was living in. That wasn't the same one. That wasn't the same.
But I think what she's trying to express
No, I get it.
is
I get it.
that,
She makes. I get it. I get it. I understand.
you know,
It's
the
just, but
gated community doesn't protect you from anything.
yeah, it really doesn't. That's why you gotta have you and your girl gotta be gun ready. That is
And ready.
horrible. That's gotta be horrible.
On deck.
You gotta
Any
be gun
point.
ready.
Stay ready. You ain't gotta get ready. Oh, you heard that? Let's go.
And if she shot first, we're going to the courthouse the next morning.
Billy
Is-
got jokes.
wait,
Billy got
that's-
jokes.
What is
What's
the fear of
the-
expensive
what's the
hotels
hotels
called?
called?
Ask
It's
Jay
called
Black cheap ass.
J Blackophobia.
Jay Blackophobia.
We
Oh,
gonna
J
make that a thing.
Blackophobia.
We're gonna make that a thing.
Oh God, keep going. That's funny.
I did that once. I was younger, but I did that once. I can't. Now, for those who have to, I've been in that situation too. With my financials, it was just like that's where I had to stay. He could have stayed there.
No. Let's
just
not
that
make
Jay has
Black
gotten-
out into a pauper. Jay Black is not broke by any means.
No. But Jay Black has gotten soft because he's been in he has a mature job, a mature family, a mature wife, and he's not gritty and as grimy as he thinks he wants to be. He's not. Because yeah, it used to be. I give you like 10 years ago, you wouldn't even have thought about that, and I would have been with you, and we would have just had like a double beds, and we would have just been drinking, and I would have been smoking Black and Milds outside and coming back in, and we'd be like, yo, this ain't that bad. This ain't that bad.
Jay Black is a penny pincher. I agree. Jay Black is more than a penny pincher. First of all, if y'all could have seen the pictures, if I could screen share the pictures in the video we took of him coming out that damn room with all of his stuff.
Yeah, he's still soft. He got soft. I got soft too, but he got soft. Pause. He got soft. Next story. He got soft. He got soft. We've been in some grimy situation.
That's crazy to me.
All right, next story. You got another story?
So that is it. I'm tapping out today. I'm tapping out.
No,
But
you ain't do your job. That's why I don't bring your ass in at the 15 after the hour.
No. I'm on IG Live and I'm on our other platform, so I can't get to my documents.
Gang.
Yeah.
Gang.
Because I could keep going. I could keep going.
Yo, real quick, and y'all gonna think I'm doing this out of spite. Kelly, what's going on? Hey, y'all. Oh, that's what she said. I ain't saying that to y'all.
Kelly.
How much money do you think Bill Cosby's gonna make going on this tour that they're claiming they're gonna put together? He's gonna go on a tour.
It's gonna be sold out.
Yes, absolutely.
If he goes on tour, I promise you, people will spend their last of their Friday paycheck to go see Bill Cosby.
But each show will be boycotted. It will be people out there with signs. And
absolutely. You're gonna have.
They're not going. They're not going to theaters. They're not going to theaters. They're actually going right now. It seems like they're going to comedy clubs to test it out. Everybody on IG Live, Bill Cosby comes to your city. Are you going to see him? Are you going to see Bill Cosby if he comes? First of all, I don't know how funny this dude could possibly be right now. I think he's gonna just have to speak but you never know. I mean, he looks like he should chill and stay home, but I don't know. How many people on IG Live would you go see Bill Cosby if he came to your town? Nala said definitely. Damn, Nala.
Some people are going will go out of curiosity just to see or just to say that they were there. Some people who still follow him and are fans would pay. But I mean, it's human nature. People won't pay.
Good morning, Kev. KevinCurtsy.com. Good morning, Kev.
People won't pay.
Kev, what up? What up? No, I'm not paying to go see Bill Cosby right now. He's 80. What's he really gonna do, y'all? He's really gonna do 45 minutes.
It could be funny.
You gotta be kidding.
He probably do a little impersonation.
He might do that one time. There was a pudding pop.
No, we're good.
Just out of curiosity, though. Just out of curiosity.
Pudding pop.
Yeah, I'm going out of
I'm
curiosity.
still going to,
Miss Bush said, I'm going to see Bill, but it ain't Bill Cosby in Pittsburgh. Okay. And Shelly's up here. What up, Shelly? I'm not I mean, look, I remember when Richard Pryor was going through what he was going through and he had his last shows in Atlantic City. They were super sad. Just to hear him speak, Ray Will, what's good? Ray Will said, just to hear him speak, nah, I'm good. But I just wonder.
Kathy
Like,
say no. Stephanie says nope. Kevin Kersey said, "Happy Friday." Yeah, here go check him out. See, out of curiosity.
but you're gonna spend $50 to go see the
I'm
dude.
telling you. Yes.
I'm good.
People
We're
are
going
to spend.
He's going to a nigga.
Actor said we going to an N-word free tour.
That's
People are people are going to not only go, but you know, of course, they're going to be bootleggers there. They want the T-shirts. They want the I was there.
That's
go.
sad. That's sad.
They're gonna go.
I wouldn't go because I'm just.
This is probably his last hurrah. This is probably the last time he's ever going to be on tour or ever in like a public forum like that. People are going to go.
I got $20 say that Bill gonna make it to 95. Because I will say this about that 80-year-old man. Normally, an 80-year-old man who's in jail and they say in prison and they say just do this and you can get out early. Normally, an 80-year-old man would be like, "Look, let me just get out of here." Like I ain't got the fact that he did not, and the fact that he was like, "I'm not doing nothing that y'all telling me to do," and and the fact that that shows me, you know what? Maybe not 20, or I got $15. He might hit 99.
He still had it. That showed he still had that fight in him. I mean, the fact that he was really willing to sit.
The fact that Action sits up here, Paul says, "I'm outside scalping tickets. Who needs to? Shut your ass up, Paul. We trying to be serious."
I told you, because you're gonna have like about 20 Actions out there. They gonna pay that money. They're gonna pay the money.
There goes Don Page. Mike, you should open for him. Exactly. Okay, it depends on the check. I didn't tell you I had morals. I didn't tell you I had morals.
Now here's the buy-in. And now you got the buy-in.
I didn't tell you I had morals. Let them cut. What? Mike, need you to open.
Throwing at you and everything.
Oh, we there. I'm packing your bag. I'm the agent. I'm the agent. I'm like, yeah, this is what we need.
You got Shawnee Scott on
this what we need.
Shoot, I might let him. I might let him give me a pill. I don't know. It depends on how much. It depends on how much.
Pills.
We all got a number.
With this a no P zone. Remember what happened to the no P zone?
It depends on how much. Are we talking 50,000 a show?
Well, it says your net worth is only 50,000. Go on and take the 50,000, Mike, and making it even 100K.
It take a lot for me to pass out, y'all. I know I ain't been active in a while, but it take a lot. Like I've had 4 or 5 pills and 6 or 7 shots. Okay, did I tell y'all about the bottle of tequila that Jay Black left at the comedy club yesterday? Did I say that? Okay, I just want to remind.
And I wish I could have snuck a picture of that.
I know. I wish I would have saw that.
I wish I could have snuck a picture of that.
Did I tell y'all he left it on a goddamn plate where his French fries? I'm just gonna say that again. I said, Jay Black, what is it? You couldn't just take it out. I got a relationship with the club. He left a full pint of tequila.
And you know we ordered something from the table, right? Because you know at the comedy club they bring the food to you. So you know he put his credit card bill, so they know it's your friend, Mike.
No. I don't know who left that bottle, who walked by and dropped it off. Anybody could have walked by and put that.
They know it's your friend.
No, Mark, what was the point? No. Because I didn't acknowledge y'all. That's why I didn't talk to y'all directly like that at the table. Because I just want, just in case y'all acted up. The only person I acknowledged.
I took a fry off my table. What are you talking about?
No, only the waitress saw that. Only the waitress.
See how he trying to suck you in and pull you in, Mike?
Pause. Only the waitress saw that. Only the waitress saw it. But I couldn't believe that you just put that thing on the.
Allegedly.
Jesus.
He didn't put it under the table. He slid it in the trash. He left it on the table, on a fried plate.
And he wrapped it in a napkin. He wrapped it in a goddamn napkin. But it's all good. All right, so Mo ain't got no more stories. She's all wiped out. Would you go see Bill Cosby on tour? Also, we had Cardi B hugged up with that girl. She got the new song with. And they are lesbian.
Normani.
Yeah.
Normani.
And they're all naked and doing the same old T-Pain.
So why is that surprising?
But shout to T-Pain for saying what he said. Do something different.
He did go on a rant.
Different.
Yes, he did go on a rant
This is
talking about these artists. They need to do something different.
Cardi is boring. Cardi is boring. It's
Sex
boring.
sells still, Mike.
Yeah, but it's
How you wanna look at it.
boring. It's boring. It's the same chick. It's the same chick doing the same thing. It's boring.
Yeah, but people
it's
pay to
boring.
see it. People pay
But
to see
no,
it.
but she's getting super bad reviews for this. Like they're going on right now on comments going like, come on. How can I get a top fan trophy? I don't know what that is.
Oh, I think
she's saying one,
on Facebook.
because she's one of our everyday listeners on the other platform.
We haven't set up a top fan trophy yet, but once we start, we'll get nominees. And then if you want to be nominated, you'll have to send in a $20
application fee.
An application fee so that we can actually put you on that joint.
Buy 5 badges.
Oh, you can you want to be
comedy.
You want to be a top fan, get 5 badges right now. Shout out to Biggie 1914. Simone _ Doll. Shout to you. Let me give you this wave back. Yeah, so I think I'm getting scammed, and I'm glad for the first time I didn't listen to Jay Black. So IG is sending me these text messages, right? Saying they want verification. Would you like to get the blue check, basically? And they keep saying verification. And I go through the steps, and then one step is something. All of a sudden, a credit card needs to be put in. And I'm like, nah, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that at all. So they keep saying, hello, this is the manager from Instagram, verification, and all that stuff.
Instagram manager.
And then, verification manager. And I started giggling because I started seeing mistyped words. And I can't do it on my phone, but they were words being misspelled. So they started doing this. I would say, how do I know this is legit? Right. And then it would come back. This is the Instagram manager from so-and-so department verification.
They're Indian. They from India. That's what they scam robocalls. Yep.
And verification spelled wrong.
Verification spelled wrong. And then there was another word that was spelled totally wrong, which made the whole sentence sound crazy. It was like we feel, but they spelled it food or something. We food, whatever. And I was like, really? Are we really going to do this? So I went to my Instagram, and then I was like, I went through the process of trying to get the badge again, which I had been denied, to get the check mark, which I had been denied. Now, this is the last one where I got no response. I just went through the process on IG to get my badge. Why would you guys be communicating to me directly when I can just go on IG Live or IG and just do it myself? Nothing.
Crickets.
Nothing for like 2 hours. This is where it really got bogus. This is where it really got super bogus. Nothing for 2 hours. I was like, effort. I didn't put my information in. And then 2 hours later, hello, are you still there? I swear I'll show you. It says, hello, are you still? Who? What legit business starts their sentence with, hello, are you still there?
Hello.
Hello.
They almost got me on the thirst.
Do you want this service, Mr. Michael Shawn?
Oh,
right. There you go.
Action said we're losing the fight. Have you heard the new soda commercial where the soda has to pick between chips and pretzels? Who wants to go with who are played by women, and he ends up picking beef jerky, a guy.
Oh, so there's underlying sexual orientation things going there.
We losing the fight. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, we're losing the fight. We really need to get a push on heterosexuality. Not that we're against anything. You know how people say just because I'm pro-black doesn't mean I'm anti-anything. Just because I'm pro-heterosexuality doesn't mean I'm anti-transgender, gay, bisexuality, nothing. We just need to start pushing.
Non-binary.
Because I said this joke like 7 years ago. I said, one day we're going to be sitting somewhere as a man, and a woman with a fat ass is going to walk by, and you're going to be with a group of guys, and you're going to go like, yo, you see that fat ass? And the guys are going to look at you and be like, you like girls?
It can happen.
Watch out.
It can happen.
And hey, I'm just saying, we gotta have equal. We gotta make this balance, y'all. We gotta make this. I don't give a damn what you do in your sexual life. I really don't. I really don't. I really don't.
As long as you need to make the world and making babies, there's only one way to make babies.
So that's the part that's affected is the fact that
Trust me, they're gonna be making they're gonna be making babies without sperm.
Don't be surprised if they're not doing it now.
You can't make a baby without sperm and egg. The sperm and egg has to go together. I think they well, I heard about that, but they didn't teach me in school. I don't think. But either way, it has to go together. You can't without it.
No, you can't. They've already figured it out.
Artificial, like you can't artificially make sperm.
What's the word that they've been making?
Clones.
They've been making clones forever now. What is that you're sipping on right there? What the hell is that?
This is the
Bite cream juice.
We were at the Angle Diner by Tulsa Edinburgh. What up, Stephanie? 1,000 of what?
I said it's the Fountain of Youth.
What is it?
So this one today is a wellness rescue. It has ginger, elderberry, oregano, turmeric, and some other things in it.
All right, y'all. We're gonna end it early today. On that,
you can clone sperm. You can actually
no, they've already cloned sheep. They're cloning everything.
Yeah.
Like they're cloning people. Like I'm telling you, they've already cloned people. They already have. They already have. Like I promise, they've cloned folks and everything like that. And yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Like it's
excited.
The dogs are excited.
Whose
Shawnee,
dogs are those?
Those are Jay Black's dogs.
Jay Black
I
dog.
thought you had a Rottweiler.
I do. And then there's a stupid little dog too. It's a little one.
That dog sound like an ankle
That
biter.
sound like a little punk dog.
That sound like an ankle biter.
Yeah, you can kick it.
Yeah, Jay Black says he's a stupid little dog because he won't kill anybody. That's why Jay says it's a stupid little dog. He can't actually defend the house. Stupid little dog. Monica, what's really good over there? I see you joining in on the Instagram Live. Good morning. Good morning. I've known Monica for a long time. Stephanie, man, it's scary, but they're cloning everything. That's why y'all that's why Jay Black was, well, let me read Dave Burns. You all have to see the new film coming to Amazon Prime this Sunday called Losing Hope. Written and directed by Lamont Hockley. The film was shot in Dallas, Texas, and you will love the movie trailer. Okay, why? Why did you
about?
Yeah,
what about cloning? It's about
cloning? Mo be killing me with that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. Why?
Why? Because I'm a movie buff. I don't know.
Yeah, but he didn't even tell us what the movie was about.
So it says Losing Hope. So I like certain genre of movies. I
How do you know what genre of movie that is? What genre of movie is that?
I'm hoping that the damn title is going to allude to something going on. Losing Hope, a story of somebody, a redemption or something. Coming back from some type of, strife or trial.
As long as hope is not a person. Hope
that's not a genre. You were like, I love that. Okay.
I said I love certain type of genres.
Let's try to hang out.
Type of movie.
Hold up. Action said, hey, have a good weekend, everyone. Let's try to hang out. Mike, pause. Yes. Pause.
Yeah, y'all gonna go to the golf course tomorrow?
I really do want to go to the golf course. Like, I'm really low key. No, because I ain't got nothing to do today. When do I have anything to do? I ain't got nothing to do.
You want to come to the track meet?
I do, but you said is that some military base?
No, it's on Military Parkway.
Oh, Military Parkway.
Oh my God!
I thought it was military. Where is that Military Parkway? Is that far from me?
It's Pleasant Grove.
Oh, that's not far from me. What time?
3:00.
Oh. You know what? Send me the address because I'm gonna take my nap after this. Yeah, 3:00. I ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a nap too.
I'm gonna take. Oh yeah, Shawnee was out in the streets with me last night. We didn't talk about that. She was out in the streets with me. None of your business. No, we went to a comedy show.
Over the streets of Dallas, Texas.
We went to a comedy show last night. We had a little meeting. We went to a comedy show. It reminded me of the old comedy spots I used to do in New York because it was a nice spot.
Like Caroline's?
No. Like
it wasn't fancy like that.
Like a place that gets turned into a comedy spot. But
they
did a good job.
Like an after hour joint.
Yeah, like a hole in the wall.
Damn, y'all keep downgrading. All right, good night.
No,
God bless.
that's not bad. It was. They did good.
No, they did good. They definitely did good. All right, y'all. It's
VIP
over.
was off the chain, wasn't it?
Yeah. Good meeting you too, Kathy. Good meeting you also.
And Mike, you turned up as soon as we left. You had to take a nap when we was there. Shawnee took us all over Dallas.
Yeah, I took a nap. I didn't tell y'all I was gonna do y'all even think I'm the person who's gonna do all that picking up and grabbing y'all up and driving y'all around? And like, if y'all would have gave me the right amount of time. First of all, Mo don't even call nobody when she gets in. She just pops in because she's always on a run. Then Jay Black decides that his flight is gonna land at like midnight. Oh, what do you want me to do? Like, it's midnight. Like, what is this? And then you want to go around the corner at the crack spot, and then and I told you, I said sleep at my apartment, but you were too good for that because I need my space. I need my space. Well, you got your space.
What do you do in your space? Like, what's so?
Whatever I want.
Never mind. Strike that question.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
Y'all said it at the same time.
But even if he was doing that, like, you got in so late, nobody's gonna do that. You're just gonna go right to sleep. And to top it off, I would have been like, "Yo, Jay, do you want me to go to the liquor store? If I would have known you wanted something, I would have got you something. I would have kept it locked up, and you would have came. You would have seen. You would have seen it.
You're not going to the liquor store on my behalf. No. We ain't doing that. Can't send a recovering alcoholic to the
I went to a
store.
Christmas party. I went to a Christmas party, and they were like, I'm not for the protocol, but I went to a Christmas party, and they were like, bring whatever you want. So you got to bring something to a Christmas party. What am I going to bring? What do you bring other than alcohol?
Fruitcake.
Where do you get I don't even know where you get a fruitcake from.
Oh, Walmart.
Kroger. They sitting right there. A patty pie. Something.
A fruitcake? I've never purchased. I've never had fruitcake in my life. That just sounds.
Don't
disgusting.
nobody eat
sounds
it.
Fruity.
Don't nobody eat it, but that's what they do for Christmas.
I don't even know what wine to bring people. I don't even know what wine, like y'all wine drinkers. I don't even know what. I don't know the difference between. I know the difference between a white or red, but I don't know between dry or.
You can never go wrong with Malbec. Like, what is it? Malbec they bring. I don't drink it because I'm not a red wine drinker.
Action. Our last comment. Jay even took a cheap flight. He flew Fly Yourself Airlines. What flight comes in at midnight? I don't know how he caught that. Okay. I don't know how he caught that flight.
I can tell you.
Okay.
What?
Because so you don't know behind the scenes, Mike. I offered to actually book all of Jay Black's accommodations when I did mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, but how much is that? Oh, well, no, because Shawnee got something. So I'm thinking, okay, so he good because he's gonna stay at Shawnee's situation. Then I look up and he like, did you book your hotel yet? Yeah. So that's how he ended up, because he didn't have to end up. I told him, I got you. I'm put it on my car, and then we settle up later. It don't get no better than that.
No,
that's how he ended up. How he ended up. Then coming back, he was like,
Mo, did you sniff cocaine today? Jesus Christ!
Jay Black make me mad. Jay Black make me mad, Mike. We was at the airport. He didn't tell you. We was at the airport, and he like, how you get to the front of the line? What you pay extra? Nah, nigga. If you would have let me make your accommodations, you wouldn't be back there with all of them people.
She kept trying to tell you in the car, hey, Jay, did you do this? But Jay did that. Like, you had booked your hotel. A couple days later, Jay called me. Hey, did Mo book her hotel? Where's she staying?
Yes. I should have listened.
I said, well, Jay, you can get this spot over here. Now I'm gonna look at something else. I'm gonna go over there and stay by Mike. Okay.
All right, ladies, settle down. All right, settle down. Jesus, happy Friday. God damn.
The moral of the story next time.
No, this Mo. Shut up. What are you talking?
And then we had to come save you from that trap house, roach infested, biting rat hotel of a place of with the crunchy bed to lay your head.
Show ending. All right, I'm gonna get my mask on.
Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be. Jay Black's about to put his mask on because he can't go around his own house without a mask. Understand the only thing in life is guaranteed is that it will end, especially if you don't wear a mask in Jay Black's house because his wife is not messing with him, because that's what happens, Jay Black, when you've been that anal for so long and now your wife is hitting you back with the analness right back. Don't let nobody steal your happiness or your mask. Understand. That's all you getting back. Jay Black, all you're getting back is all the analness that you've done. And now she's like, Negro, you went to Dallas, Texas, and now put a mask on. The fact that y'all didn't sleep in a bed last night together makes no sense.
That's what I said.
That don't make now, well, Lady Q, listen.
I just let it happen.
Like the fact, like y'all was supposed to get right into sex once you came in. Once he walked in the door,
sex. She's not even coming in. What?
She had that spray bottle.
Yeah, stop all that. Y'all don't stop all that. We done rolled the dice many a day and risked our lives with sex. COVID ain't killing nobody. He ain't got no COVID. He's good. I think, honestly, on Jay's behalf, I think Lady Q was a little jealous that Jay Black got to run the streets a little bit. That's what I think. I think there's a little jealousy that Jay Black got to run the streets a little bit, pop a few shots of tequila. It was all harmless. That's what I think.
That's the payback now.
That's the payback. But the fact that you don't run your household is hilarious.
Oh, why you have to go there, Michael Shawn?
The fact that you don't run nothing in your household.
Now you know you're about to start the weekend off with a damn fight. You know he's an overthinker. He gonna be like, you know what? Mike was right. Now he gonna go try to put his foot down.
I know you got some shorts on because you definitely don't wear the pants in that mother.
Don't you let Michael Shawn put the battery in your bag.
Let's go. No, I said I ain't arguing no more.
He ain't even talked about no bacon being cooked. I ain't heard no sniffing of bacon or nothing.
I got to go get my bacon.
She said until you get your third vaccination, ain't no bacon in this house.
Uber Eats.
All right, y'all. Let's have everybody. No, she tapping to watch. All right, let's go. I'm going to take a nap, and I think I'm gonna go check out my track stars, Shawnee's daughters, at 3:00 and see if I can get out there. Shouldn't be too far. All right, everybody, great weekend. Follow all of us. You see our Instagrams right there, and we'll see you on Monday. Yay!
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, where nothing's off limits. Free Agent Radio.